The Rivals by Richard Brinsley Sheridan. Scene, Bath. Time of action, 5 hours. Prologue. Enter Sergeant at Law, and Attorney following, and giving a paper.
What here? A vile cramp hand I cannot see without my spectacles.
He means his fee. Nay, Mr. Sergeant, good sir. Try again.
Gives money.
The scrawl improves.
More.
Oh, come, 'tis pretty plain. Hey, how's this? Dibble. Sure it cannot be. A poet's brief? A poet and a fee?
Yes, sir, though you without reward, I know, would gladly plead the Muse's cause.
So.
And if the fee offends, your wrath shall fall on me.
Did Dibble no offence at all.
Some sons of Phoebus in the courts we meet.
And 50 sons of Phoebus in the fleet.
Nor pleads he worse, who with a decent sprig of bays adorns his legal waist of wig.
Full-bottomed heroes thus on signs unfurl a leaf of laurel in a grove of curl. Yet tell your client that, in adverse days, this wig is warmer than a bush of bays.
Do you then, sir, my client's place supply, profuse of robe and prodigal of tie? Do you, with all those blushing powers of face, and wonted bashful hesitating grace, rise in the court and flourish on the case?
Exit.
For practice, then, suppose this brief will show it. Me, Sergeant Woodward, counsel for the poet. Used to the ground, I notice how to deal with this dread court, from whence there's no appeal. No tricking here to blunt the edge of law, or damned inequity escape by flaw. But judgment given, your sentence must remain. No writ of error lies to Drury Lane. Yet, when so kind you seem, 'tis past dispute we gain some favour, if not costs of suit. No spleen is here, I see no hoarded fury. I think I never faced a milder jury. Sad else our plight, where frowns our transportation. A hiss the gallows, and a groan damnation. But, such the public candour, without fear my client waives all right of challenge here. No newsman from our session is dismissed, nor wit nor critic we scratch off the list. His faults can never hurt another's ease. His crime, at worst, a bad attempt to please. Thus all respecting he appeals to all, and by the general voice will stand or fall.
Prologue.
Granted our cause, our suit and trial o'er, the worthy sergeant need appear no more. In pleasing, I a different client choose. He served the poet, I would serve the Muse. Like him I'll try to merit your applause, a female counsel in a female's cause. Look on this form, where humour, quaint and sly, dimples the cheek, and points the beaming eye, where gay invention seems to boast its wiles in amorous hint and half-triumphant smiles, while her light mask or covers satire's strokes, or hides the conscious blush her wit provokes. Look on her well. Does she seem formed to teach? Should you expect to hear this lady preach? Is grey experience suited to her youth? Do solemn sentiments become that mouth? Bid her be grave, those lips should rebel prove to every theme that slanders mirth or love. Yet, thus adorned with every graceful art to charm the fancy and yet reach the heart, must we displace her, and instead advance the goddess of the woeful countenance, the sentimental Muse? Her emblems view the Pilgrim's Progress and a sprig of rue. View her, too chaste to look like flesh and blood, primly portrayed on emblematic wood. There, fixed in usurpation should she stand, she'll snatch the dagger from her sister's hand, and having made her votaries weep a flood, Good heaven, she'll end her comedies in blood. Bid Harry Woodward break poor Dunstall's crown, imprison Quick, and knock Ned Shooter down, while sad Barsanti, weeping o'er the scene, shall stab herself, or poison Mrs. Green. Such dire encroachments to prevent in time demands the critic's voice, the poet's rhyme. Can our light scenes add strength to holy laws? Such puny patronage but hurts the cause. Fair virtue scorns our feeble aid to ask, and moral truth disdains the trickster's mask. For here their favourite stands, whose brow severe and sad claims youth's respect and pity's tear, who, when oppressed by foes her worth creates, can point a poniard at the guilt she hates.
Act 1. Scene 1. A street. Enter Thomas. He crosses the stage. Fag follows, looking after him.
What? Thomas? Sure 'tis he. What? Thomas! Thomas!
Hey, odds life, Mr. Fag, give us your hand, my old fellow servant.
Excuse my glove, Thomas. I'm devilish glad to see you, my lad. Why, my prince of charioteers, you look as hearty. But who the deuce thought of seeing you in Bath?
Sure, Master, Madam Julia, Harry, Mrs. Kate, and the postilion be all come.
Indeed.
Aye, Master thought another fit to the gout was coming to make him a visit, so he'd a mind to get the slip and whip. We were all off at an hour's warning.
Aye, aye, hasty in everything, or it would not be Sir Anthony Absolute.
But tell us, Mr. Fag, how does young Master? Odd, Sir Anthony will stare to see the captain here.
I do not serve Captain Absolute now.
Why, sure.
At present I'm employed by Ensign Beverley.
I doubt, Mr. Fag, you hadn't changed for the better.
I have not changed, Thomas.
No? Why, didn't you say you had left young Master?
No. Well, honest Thomas, I must puzzle you no farther. Briefly, then, Captain Absolute and Ensign Beverley are one and the same person.
The devil they are!
So it is indeed, Thomas, and the ensign half of my master being on guard at present, the captain has nothing to do with me.
So. What, this is some freak, I warrant. Do tell us, Mr. Fag, the meaning of it. You know I have trusted you.
You'll be secret, Thomas?
As a coach-horse.
Why, then, the cause of all this is love, Thomas, who, as you may get read to you, has been a masquerader since the days of Jupiter.
Aye. I guess there was a lady in the case. But pray, why does your master pass only for an ensign? Now, if he had shammed general, indeed.
Ah, Thomas, there lies the mystery of the matter. Harkye, Thomas, my master is in love with a lady of a very singular taste. A lady who likes him better as a half-pay ensign than if she knew he was son and heir to Sir Anthony Absolute, a baronet of 3,000 a year.
That is an odd taste indeed. But has she got the stuff, Mr. Fag? Is she rich, hey?
Rich? Why, I believe she owns half the stocks. Zounds, Thomas, she could pay the national debt as easily as I could my washerwoman. She has a lapdog that eats out of gold. She feeds her parrot with small pearls, and all her thread papers are made of banknotes.
Bravo, faith! Odd, I warrant she has a set of thousands at least. But does she draw kindly with the captain?
As fond as pigeons.
May one hear her name?
Miss Lydia Languish. But there is a tough old aunt in the way, though, by the by, she has never seen my master, for we got acquainted with Miss while on a visit in Gloucestershire.
Well, I wish they were once harnessed together in matrimony. But pray, Mr. Fag, what kind of a place is this Bath? I had heard a deal of it. Here's a mort to merry-making, eh?
Pretty well, Thomas, pretty well. 'Tis a good lounge. In the morning we go to the pump-room, though neither my master nor I drink the waters. After breakfast we saunter on the parade, or play a game at billiards. At night we dance. But damn the place, I'm tired of it. Their regular hours stupefy me. Not a fiddle nor a card after 11. However, Mr. Faulkner's gentleman and I keep up a little in private parties. I'll introduce you there, Thomas. You'll like him very much.
Sure I know Mr. Dupin. You know his master is to marry Madame Julia.
I had forgot, but, Thomas, you must polish a little. Indeed you must. Here now, this wig. What the devil do you do with a wig, Thomas? None of the London whips of any degree of tone wear wigs now.
More's the pity, more's the pity. I say, odds life, when I heard how the lawyers and doctors had took to their own hair, I thought how 'twould go next. Odd rabbit it, when the fashion had got foot on the bar, I guessed it would mount to the box. But 'tis all out of character, believe me, Mr. Fagg. And look'ee, I'll never give up mine. The lawyers and doctors may do as they will.
Well, Thomas, we'll not quarrel about that.
Why, bless you, the gentlemen of the professions bean't all of a mind. For in our village now, thof Jack Gage, the exciseman, has ta'en to his carrots. There's little Dick the farrier swears he'll never forsake his bob, though all the college should appear with their own heads.
Indeed, well said, Dick. But hold, mark, Thomas.
Zooks! 'Tis the captain. Is that the lady with him?
No, that is Madam Lucy, my mistress maid. They lodge at that house. But I must after him to tell him the news.
Odd, he's giving her money. Well, Mr. Fagg.
Good-bye, Thomas. I have an appointment in Guide's Porch this evening at 8. Meet me there, and we'll make a little party.
Exeunt severally. Scene 2. A dressing-room in Mrs. Malaprop's lodgings. Lydia sitting on a sofa, with a book in her hand. Lucy, as just returned from a message.
Indeed, ma'am. I traversed off the town in search of it. I don't believe there's a circulating library in Bath I hadn't been at.
And could you not get the reward of constancy?
No, indeed, ma'am.
Nor the fatal connection?
No, indeed, ma'am.
Nor the mistakes of the heart?
Ma'am, as ill luck would have it, Mr. Bull said Suki Santa had just fetched it away.
Hey-ho. Did you inquire for the delicate distress?
Or the memoirs of Lady Woodford. Yes, indeed, ma'am. I asked everywhere for it, and I might have brought it from Mr. Fredericks, but Lady Slatton Lounger, who had just sent it home, had so soiled and dog-eared it wasn't fit for a Christian to read.
Hey-ho. Yes, I always know when Lady Slatton has been before me. She has a most observing thumb, and I believe cherishes her nails for the convenience of making marginal notes. Well, child, what have you brought me?
Oh, here, ma'am.
Taking books from under her cloak and from her pockets.
This is the Gordian knot, and this the Peregrine pickle. Here are the Tales of Sensibility and Humphrey Clinker. This is the Memoirs of a Lady of Quality, written by yourself, and here the second volume of the Sentimental Journey.
Hey-ho! What are those books by the glass?
The great one is only The Whole Duty of Mine, where I press a few blinds, ma'am.
Very well. Give me the sal volatile.
Is it in a blue cover, ma'am?
My smelling bottle, you simpleton.
Oh, the drops here, ma'am.
Hold! Here's someone coming. Quick, see who it is.
Exit Lucy.
Surely I heard my cousin Julia's voice.
Re-enter Lucy.
Lord, ma'am, here's Miss Melville.
Is it possible?
Exit Lucy. Enter Julia.
Ah, my dearest Julia, how delighted am I!
Embrace.
How unexpected was this happiness!
True, Lydia, and our pleasure is the greater. But what has been the matter? You were denied to me at first.
Ah, Julia, I have 1,000 things to tell you. But first inform me what has conjured you to Bath. Is Sir Anthony here?
He is. We are arrived within this hour, and I suppose he will be here to wait on Mrs. Malaprop as soon as he is dressed.
Then, before we are interrupted, let me impart to you some of my distress. I know your gentle nature will sympathize with me, though your prudence may condemn me. My letters have informed you of my whole connection with Beverley, but I have lost him, Julia. My aunt has discovered our intercourse by a note she intercepted, and has confined me ever since. Yet would you believe it? She has absolutely fallen in love with a tall Irish baronet she met one night since we have been here, at Lady Macshuffle's rout.
You jest, Lydia.
No, upon my word. She really carries on a kind of correspondence with him, under a feigned name, though, till she chooses to be known to him. But it is a Delia or a Celia, I assure you.
Then surely she is now more indulgent to her niece.
Oh, quite the contrary. Since she has discovered her own frailty, she has become more suspicious of mine. Then I must inform you of another plague. That odious Acres is to be in Bath to-day, so that I protest I shall be teased out of all spirits.
Come, come, Lydia, hope for the best. Sir Anthony shall use his interest with Mrs. Malaprop.
But you have not heard the worst. Unfortunately, I had quarrelled with my poor Beverley just before my aunt made the discovery, and I have not seen him since to make it up.
What was his offence?
Nothing at all. But I don't know how it was, as often as we had been together, we had never had a quarrel, and somehow I was afraid he would never give me an opportunity. So last Thursday I wrote a letter to myself, to inform myself that Beverley was at that time paying his addresses to another woman. I signed it, Your Friend Unknown, showed it to Beverley, charged him with his falsehood, put myself in a violent passion, and vowed I'd never see him more.
And you let him depart so, and have not seen him since?
'Twas the next day my aunt found the matter out. I intended only to have teased him 3 days and a half, and now I've lost him for ever.
If he is as deserving and sincere as you have represented him to me, he will never give you up so. Yet consider, Lydia, you tell me he is but an ensign, and you have 30,000 pounds.
But you know I lose most of my fortune if I marry without my aunt's consent till of age, and that is what I have determined to do, ever since I knew the penalty. Nor could I love the man who would wish to wait a day for the alternative.
Nay, this is caprice.
What? Does Julia tax me with caprice? I thought her lover Falkland had inured her to it.
I do not love even his faults.
But apropos, you have sent to him, I suppose?
Not yet, upon my word, nor has he the least idea of my being in Bath. Sir Anthony's resolution was so sudden I could not inform him of it.
Well, Julia, you are your own mistress, though under the protection of Sir Anthony. Yet have you, for this long year, been a slave to the caprice, the whim, the jealousy of this ungrateful Falkland, who will ever delay assuming the right of a husband, while you suffer him to be equally imperious as a lover?
Nay, you are wrong entirely. We were contracted before my father's death. That and some consequent embarrassments have delayed what I know to be my Falkland's most ardent wish. He is too generous to trifle on such a point, and for his character, you wrong him there too. No, Lydia, he is too proud, too noble to be jealous. If he is captious, 'tis without dissembling, if fretful, without rudeness. Unused to the fopperies of love, he is negligent of the little duties expected from a lover, but being unhackneyed in the passion, his affection is ardent and sincere, and as it engrosses his whole soul, he expects every thought and emotion of his mistress to move in unison with his. Yet, though his pride calls for this full return, his humility makes him undervalue those qualities in him which would entitle him to it, and not feeling why he should be loved to the degree he wishes, he still suspects that he is not loved enough. This temper, I must own, has cost me many unhappy hours, but I have learned to think myself his debtor, for those imperfections which arise from the ardour of his attachment.
Well, I cannot blame you for defending him. But tell me candidly, Julia, had he never saved your life, do you think you should have been as attached to him as you are? Believe me, the rude blast that overset your boat was a prosperous gale of love to him.
Gratitude may have strengthened my attachment to Mr. Falkland, but I loved him before he had preserved me. Yet surely that alone were an obligation sufficient.
Obligation? Why, a water-spaniel would have done as much. Well, I should never think of giving my heart to a man because he could swim.
Come, Lydia, you are too inconsiderate.
Nay, I do but jest. What's here?
Re-enter Lucy, in a hurry.
Oh, Mom, here is Sir Anthony Absolute. Just come home with your aunt.
They'll not come here. Ah, Lucy, do you watch?
Exit Lucy.
Yet I must go. Sir Anthony does not know I am here, and if we meet he'll detain me to show me the town. I'll take another opportunity of paying my respects to Mrs. Malaprop, when she shall treat me, as long as she chooses, with her select words so ingeniously misapplied, without being mispronounced.
Re-enter Lucy.
Oh, Lord, Mom, they're both coming upstairs.
Well, I'll not detain you, Cos. Adieu, my dear Julia. I'm sure you are in haste to send to Falkland. There, through my room you'll find another staircase.
Adieu.
Embraces Lydia, and exit.
Here, my dear Lucy, hide these books. Quick, quick! Fling Peregrine Pickle under the toilet. Throw Roderick Random into the closet. Put the Innocent Adultery into the Whole Duty of Man. Thrust Lord Aimworth under the sofa. Cram Ovid behind the bolster. There. Put the Man of Feeling into your pocket. So. So. Now lay Mrs. Chapone in sight, and leave Fordyce's sermons open on the table.
Oh, burn it, Mom. The hairdresser has torn away as far as proper pride.
Never mind. Open at sobriety. Fling me Lord Chesterfield's letters. Now for 'em.
Exit Lucy. Enter Mrs. Malaprop and Sir Anthony Absolute.
There, Sir Anthony, there sits the deliberate simpleton who wants to disgrace her family and lavish herself on a fellow not worth a shilling.
Madam, I thought you once—
You thought, miss. I don't know any business you have to think at all. Thought does not become a young woman. But the point we would request of you is that you will promise to forget this fellow, to illiterate him, I say, quite from your memory.
Ah, madam, our memories are independent of our wills. It is not so easy to forget.
But I say it is, miss. There is nothing on earth so easy as to forget, if a person chooses to set about it. I'm sure I have as much forgot your poor dear uncle as if he had never existed, and I thought it my duty so to do. And let me tell you, Lydia, these violent memories don't become a young woman.
Why, sure she won't pretend to remember what she's ordered not. Aye, this comes of her reading.
What crime, madam, have I committed to be treated thus?
Now don't attempt to extirpate yourself from the matter. You know I have proof controvertible of it. But tell me, will you promise to do as you're bid? Will you take a husband of your friend's choosing?
Madam, I must tell you plainly that had I no preferment for anyone else, the choice you have made would be my aversion.
What business have you, miss, with preference and aversion? They don't become a young woman, and you ought to know that as both always wear off, 'tis safest in matrimony to begin with a little aversion. I am sure I hated your poor dear uncle before marriage, as if he'd been a blackamoor, and yet, miss, you are sensible what a wife I made, and when it pleased heaven to release me from him, 'tis unknown what tears I shed. But suppose we were going to give you another choice, will you promise us to give up this Beverley?
Could I belie my thoughts so far as to give that promise, my actions would certainly as far belie my words.
Take yourself to your room. You are fit company for nothing but your own ill humours.
Willingly, ma'am. I cannot change for the worse.
Exit.
There's a little intricate hussy for you.
It is not to be wondered at, ma'am. All this is the natural consequence of teaching girls to read. Had I 1,000 daughters, by heaven, I'd as soon have them taught the black art as their alphabet.
Nay, nay, Sir Anthony, you are an absolute misanthropy.
In my way hither, Mrs. Malaprop, I observed your niece's maid coming forth from a circulating library. She had a book in each hand. They were half-bound volumes with marble covers. From that moment I guessed how full of duty I should see her mistress.
Those are vile places indeed.
Madam, her circulating library in the town is an evergreen tree of diabolical knowledge. It blossoms through the year. And depend on it, Mrs. Malaprop, that they who are so fond of handling the leaves will long for the fruit at last.
Fie, fie, Sir Anthony, you surely speak laconically.
Why, Mrs. Malaprop, in moderation now, what would you have a woman know?
Observe me, Sir Anthony. I would by no means wish a daughter of mine to be a progeny of learning. I don't think so much learning becomes a young woman. For instance, I would never let her meddle with Greek, or Hebrew, or algebra, or simile, or fluxions, or paradoxes, or such inflammatory branches of learning. Neither would it be necessary for her to handle any of your mathematical, astronomical, diabolical instruments. But, Sir Anthony, I would send her, at 9 years old, to a boarding school, in order to learn a little ingenuity and artifice. Then, sir, she would have a supercilious knowledge in accounts, and as she grew up, I would have her instructed in geometry, that she might know something of the contagious countries. But above all, Sir Anthony, she should be mistress of orthodoxy, that she might not misspell and mispronounce words so shamefully as girls usually do, and likewise that she might reprehend the true meaning of what she is saying. This, Sir Anthony, is what I would have a woman know, and I don't think there is a superstitious article in it.
Well, well, Mrs. Malaprop, I will dispute the point no further with you, though I must confess that you are a truly moderate and polite arguer, for almost every third word you say is on my side of the question. But, Mrs. Malaprop, to the most important point in debate, you say you have no objection to my proposal?
None, I assure you. I am under no positive engagement with Mr. Acres, and as Lydia is so obstinate against him, perhaps your son may have better success.
Well, madam, I will write for the boy directly. He knows not a syllable of all this yet, though I have for some time had the proposal in my head. He is at present with his regiment.
We have never seen your son, Sir Anthony, but I hope no objection on his side.
Objection? Let him object if he dare. No, no, Mrs. Malaprop. Jack knows that the least demur puts me in a frenzy directly. My process was always very simple. In their younger days it was, Jack, do this. If he demurred, I knocked him down, and if he grumbled at that, I always sent him out of the room.
Ay, and the properest way, on my conscience. Nothing is so conciliating to young people as severity. Well, Sir Anthony, I shall give Mr. Acres his discharge, and prepare Lydia to receive your son's invocations, and I hope you will represent her to the captain as an object not altogether illegible.
Madam, I will handle the subject prudently. Well, I must leave you, and let me beg you, Mrs. Malaprop, to enforce this matter roundly to the girl. Take my advice, keep a tight hand. If she rejects this proposal, clap her under lock and key. And if you were just to let the servants forget to bring her dinner for 3 or 4 days, you can't conceive how she'd come about.
Exit.
Well, at any rate, I shall be glad to get her from under my intuition. She has somehow discovered my partiality for Sir Lucius O'Trigger. Sure, Lucy can't have betrayed me? No, the girl is such a simpleton. I should have made her confess it. Lucy! Lucy! Had she been one of your artificial ones, I should never have trusted her.
Re-enter Lucy.
Did you call, Mom?
Yes, girl. Did you see Sir Lucius while he was out?
No, indeed, Mom. Not a glimpse of him.
You are sure, Lucy, that you never mentioned...
Oh, Gemini, I'd sooner cut me tongue out.
Well, don't let your simplicity be imposed on.
No, Mom.
So, come to me presently, and I'll give you another letter to Sir Lucius. But mind, Lucy, if ever you betray what you are entrusted with, unless it be other people's secrets to me, you forfeit my malevolence for ever, and your being a simpleton shall be no excuse for your locality.
Exit.
Ha, ha, ha! So, my dear Simplicity, let me give you a little respite. Let girls in my station be as fond as they please of appearing expert and knowing in their trusts. Commit me to a mask of silliness and a pair of sharp eyes for my own interest under it. Let me see to what account I turned my simplicity lately.
Looks at a paper.
For abetting Miss Lydia languish in a design of running away with an ensign. In money, sundry times, 12 pounds, 12 gowns, 5 hats, ruffles, caps, etc., etc., numberless. From the said ensign, within this last month, 6 guineas and a half, about a quarter's pay. Item, from Mrs. Malaprop, for betraying the young people to her, when I found matters were likely to be discovered, 2 guineas and a black paduasoy. Item, from Mr. Acres, for carrying divers letters which I never delivered, 2 guineas and a pair of buckles. Item, from Sir Lucius O'Trigger, 3 crowns, 2 gold pocket pieces, and a silver snuff box. Well done, simplicity. Yet I was forced to make my Hibernian believe that he was corresponding not with the aunt, but with the niece. For though not over-rich, I found he had too much pride and delicacy to sacrifice the feelings of a gentleman to the necessities of his fortune.
Exit. End of Act 1. Act 2. Scene 1. Captain Absolute's lodgings. Captain Absolute and Fag.
Sir, while I was there, Sir Anthony came in. I told him you had sent me to inquire after his health, and to know if he was at leisure to see you.
And what did he say on hearing I was at Bath?
Sir, in my life I never saw an elderly gentleman more astonished. He started back 2 or 3 paces, rapped out a dozen interjectural oaths, and asked what the devil had brought you here.
Well, sir, and what did you say?
Oh, I lied, sir. I forgot the precise lie, but you may depend on't, he got no truth from me. Yet, with submission, for fear of blunders in future, I should be glad to fix what has brought us to Bath, in order that we may lie a little consistently. Sir Anthony's servants were very curious, sir, very curious indeed.
You have said nothing to them.
Oh, not a word, sir, not a word. Mr. Thomas, indeed, the coachman, whom I take to be the discreetest of whips.
S'death, you rascal! You have not trusted him.
Oh, no, sir, no, no, not a syllable upon my veracity. He was, indeed, a little inquisitive, but I was sly, sir, devilish sly. My master, said I, honest Thomas, you know, sir, one says honest to one's inferiors, is come to Bath to recruit. Yes, sir, I said to recruit. And whether for men, money, or constitution, you know, sir, is nothing to him, nor to any one else.
Well, recruit will do. Let it be so.
Oh, sir, recruit will do surprisingly. Indeed, to give the thing an air, I told Thomas that your honour had already enlisted 5 disbanded chairmen, 7 minority waiters, and 13 billiard markers.
You blockhead! Never say more than is necessary.
I beg pardon, sir, I beg pardon, but with submission, a lie is nothing unless one supports it. Sir, whenever I draw on my invention for a good current lie, I always forge endorsements as well as the bill.
Well, take care you don't hurt your credit by offering too much security. Is Mr. Falkland returned?
He is above, sir, changing his dress.
Can you tell whether he has been informed of Sir Anthony and Miss Melville's arrival?
I fancy not, sir. He has seen no one since he came in but his gentleman, who was with him at Bristol. I think, sir, I hear Mr. Falkland coming down.
Go. Tell him I am here.
Yes, sir.
Going.
I beg pardon, sir, but should Sir Anthony call, you will do me the favour to remember that we are recruiting, if you please.
Well, well.
And in tenderness to my character, if your honour could bring in the chairmen and waiters, I should esteem it as an obligation, for though I never scruple a lie to serve my master, yet it hurts one's conscience to be found out.
Exit.
Now for my whimsical friend. If he does not know that his mistress is here, I'll tease him a little before I tell him.
Enter Falkland.
Falkland, you're welcome to Bath again. You are punctual in your return.
Yes, I had nothing to detain me when I had finished the business I went on. Well, what news since I left you? How stand matters between you and Lydia?
Faith, much as they were. I have not seen her since our quarrel. However, I expect to be recalled every hour.
Why don't you persuade her to go off with you at once?
What, and lose 2/3 of her fortune? You forget that, my friend. No, I could have brought her to that long ago.
Nay, then, you trifle too long. If you are sure of her, propose to the aunt in your own character, and write to Sir Anthony for his consent.
Softly, softly. For though I am convinced my little Lydia would elope with me as Ensign Beverley, yet am I by no means certain that she would take me with the impediment of our friend's consent, a regular humdrum wedding, and the reversion of a good fortune on my side. No. I must prepare her gradually for the discovery, and make myself necessary to her before I risk it. Well, but Falkland, you'll dine with us to-day at the hotel?
Indeed, I cannot. I am not in spirits to be of such a party.
By heavens, I shall forswear your company. You are the most teasing, captious, incongruable lover. Do love like a man.
I own I am unfit for company.
Am I not a lover, I? And a romantic one, too? Yet do I carry everywhere with me such a confounded farrago of doubts, fears, hopes, wishes, and all the flimsy furniture of a country Mrs. Brain?
Ah, Jack, your heart and soul are not like mine, fixed immutably on one only object. You throw for a large stake, but losing, you could stake and throw again. But I have set my sum of happiness on this cast, and not to succeed were to be stripped of all.
But for heaven's sake, what grounds for apprehension can your whimsical brain conjure up at present?
What grounds for apprehension, did you say? Heavens, are there not 1,000? I fear for her spirits, her health, her life. My absence may fret her, her anxiety for my return. Her fears for me may oppress her gentle temper, and for her health does not every hour bring me cause to be alarmed? If it rains, some shower may even then have chilled her delicate frame. If the wind be keen, some rude blast may have affected her. The heat of noon, the dews of evening, may endanger the life of her, for whom only I value mine. Oh, Jack! When delicate and feeling souls are separated, there is not a feature in the sky, not a movement of the elements, not an aspiration of the breeze, but hints some cause for a lover's apprehension.
Ay, but we may choose whether we will take the hint or not. So then, Falkland, if you were convinced that Julia were well and in spirits, you would be entirely content?
I should be happy beyond measure. I am anxious only for that.
Then to cure your anxiety at once, Miss Melville is in perfect health and is at this moment in Bath.
Nay, Jack, don't trifle with me.
She has arrived here with my father within this hour.
Can you be serious?
I thought you knew Sir Anthony better than to be surprised at a sudden whim of this kind. Seriously, then, it is all as I tell you, upon my honour.
My dear friend! Hullo, Dupain! My hat! Oh, my dear Jack! Now nothing on earth can give me a moment's uneasiness.
Re-enter Fag.
Sir, Mr. Acres, just arrived, is below.
Stay, Falkland. This Acres lives within a mile of Sir Anthony, and he shall tell you how your mistress has been ever since you left her. Fag, show this gentleman up.
Exit Fag.
What, is he much acquainted in the family?
Oh, very intimate. I insist on your not going. Besides, his character will divert you.
Well, I should like to ask him a few questions.
He is likewise a rival of mine, that is, of my other selves, for he does not think his friend Captain Absolute ever saw the lady in question, and it is ridiculous enough to hear him complain to me of one Beverley, a concealed, skulking rival who—
Hush! He's here.
Enter Acres.
Ha! My dear friend, noble captain, and honest Jack, how dost thou? Just arrived, faith, as you see. Sir, your humble servant. Warm work on the roads, Jack. Odds whips and wheels. I've travelled like a comet, with a tail of dust all the way, as long as the mall.
Ah, Bob, you are indeed an eccentric planet, but we know your attraction hither. Give me leave to introduce Mr. Falkland to you. Mr. Falkland, Mr. Acres.
Sir, I am most heartily glad to see you. Sir, I solicit your connections. Hey, Jack, what? This is Mr. Falkland, who...
Aye, Bob. Miss Melville's Mr. Falkland.
Odso, she and your father can be but just arrived before me. I suppose you have seen them. Ah, Mr. Falkland, you are indeed a happy man.
I have not seen Miss Melville yet, sir. I hope she enjoyed full health and spirits in Devonshire.
Never knew her better in my life, sir. Never better. Odds blushes and blooms. She has been as healthy as the German spa.
Indeed. I did hear that she had been a little indisposed.
False, false, sir. Only said to vex you. Quite the reverse, I assure you.
There, Jack, you see she has the advantage of me. I had almost fretted myself ill.
Now are you angry with your mistress for not having been sick?
No, no, you misunderstand me. Yet, surely, a little trifling indisposition is not an unnatural consequence of absence from those we love. Now, confess, isn't there something unkind in this violent, robust, unfeeling health?
Oh, it was very unkind of her to be well in your absence, to be sure.
Good apartments, Jack.
Well, sir, but you were saying that Miss Melville had been so exceedingly well? What then? She has been merry and gay, I suppose? Always in spirits, hey?
Merry? Odds crickets. She has been the belle and spirit of the company wherever she has been. So lively and entertaining, so full of wit and humour.
There, Jack! There! Oh, by my soul! There is an innate levity in woman that nothing can overcome. What? Happy and I away?
Have done! How foolish this is! Just now you were only apprehensive for your mistress's spirits.
Why, Jack, have I been the joy and spirit of the company?
No, indeed you have not.
Have I been lively and entertaining?
Oh, upon my word, I acquit you.
Have I been full of wit and humour?
No, faith, to do you justice, you have been confoundedly stupid indeed.
What's the matter with the gentleman?
He is only expressing his great satisfaction at hearing that Julia has been so well and happy, that's all. Eh, Falkland?
Oh, I am rejoiced to hear it. Yes, yes, she has a happy disposition.
That she has indeed. Then she is so accomplished, so sweet a voice, so expert at her harpsichord, such a mistress of flat and sharp, squallante, rumblante, and quiverante. There was this time, month, odds minims and crotchets, how she did chirrup at Mrs. Piano's concert.
There again, what say you to this? You see, she's been all mirth and song, not a thought of me.
Faugh! Man, is not music the food of love?
Well, it may be so. Pray, Mr. Oh, what's his damned name? Do you remember what songs Miss Melville sang?
Not I, indeed.
Stay now. They were some pretty melancholy purling stream airs, I warrant. Perhaps you may recollect. Did she sing When Absent from My Soul's Delight?
No, that weren't it.
Or Go Gentle Gales?
Oh, no, nothing like it. Odds now I recollect one of them. My heart's my own, my will is free.
Fool! Fool that I am! To fix all my happiness on such a trifler. 'Sdeath! To make herself the pipe and ballad monger of a circle. To soothe her light heart with catches and glees. What can you say to this, sir?
Why, that I should be glad to hear my mistress had been so merry, sir.
Nay, I'm not sorry that she has been happy. No, No, I'm glad of that. I would not have had her sad or sick. Yet, surely a sympathetic heart would have shown itself even in the choice of a song. She might have been temperately healthy and somehow plaintively gay. But she's been dancing too, I doubt not.
What does the gentleman say about dancing?
He says the lady we speak of dances as well as she sings.
Ay, truly does she. There was at our last race ball.
Hell and the devil! There, I told you so, I told you so. Oh, she thrives in my absence. Dancing. But her whole feelings have been in opposition with mine. I have been anxious, silent, pensive, sedentary. My days have been hours of care, my nights of watchfulness. She has been all health, spirit, laugh, song, dance. Oh, damned levity.
For heaven's sake, Falkland, don't expose yourself so. Suppose she has danced, what then? Does not the ceremony of society often oblige?
Well, I'll contain myself. Perhaps, as you say, for from sake. What, Mr. Acres, were you praising Miss Melville's manner of dancing a minuet, hey?
Oh, I dare insure her for that. But what I was going to speak of was her country dancing. Odd swimmings! She has such an air with her.
Now, disappointment on her! Defend this, Absolute! Why don't you defend this? Country dances? Jigs and reels? Am I to blame now? Oh, a minuet I could have forgiven. I should not have minded that. I say I should not have regarded a minuet. But country dances! Zounds! Had she made one in a cotillion, I believe I could have forgiven even that. But to be monkey-led for a night, to run the gauntlet through a string of amorous, palming puppies, to show paces like a managed filly. Oh, Jack, there can never be but one man in the world whom a truly modest and delicate woman ought to pair with in a country dance, and even then the rest of the couple should be her great-uncles and aunts.
Ay, to be sure. Grandfathers and grandmothers.
If there be but one vicious mind in the set, 'twill spread like a contagion. The action of their pulse beats to the lascivious movement of the jig. Their quivering, warm-breathed sighs impregnate the very air. The atmosphere becomes electrical to love, and each amorous spark darts through every link of the chain. I must leave you. I own I am somewhat flurried, and that confounded Looby has perceived it.
Nay, but stay, Falkland, and thank Mr. Acres for his good news.
Damn his news!
Exit.
Ha ha ha! Poor Falkland. 5 minutes since, nothing on earth could give him a moment's uneasiness.
The gentleman weren't angry at my praising his mistress, was he?
A little jealous, I believe, Bob.
You don't say so. Ha ha! Jealous of me. That's a good joke.
There's nothing strange in that, Bob. Let me tell you, that sprightly grace and insinuating manner of yours will do some mischief among the girls here.
Ah, you joke. Ha ha! Mischief. Ha ha! But you know I am not my own property. My dear Lydia has forestalled me. She could never abide me in the country, because I used to dress so badly. But odds frogs and tambours! I shan't take matters so here. Now ancient madam has no voice in it. I'll make my old clothes know who's master. I shall straightway cashier the hunting frock and render my leather breeches incapable. My hair has been in training some time.
Indeed.
Ay, and though the side curls are a little restive, my hind part takes it very kindly.
Ah, you'll polish, I doubt not.
Absolutely, I propose so. Then if I can find out this Ensign Beverley, odds triggers and flints, I'll make him know the difference o't.
Spoke like a man. But pray, Bob, I observe you have got a kind of new method of swearing.
Ha ha! You've taken notice of it. 'Tis genteel, isn't it? I didn't invent it myself, though, but a commander in our militia, a great scholar, I assure you, says that there is no meaning in the common oaths, and that nothing but their antiquity makes them respectable, because, he says, the ancients would never stick to an oath or two, but would say, by Jove, or by Bacchus, or by Mars, or by Venus, or by Pallas, according to the sentiment. So that to swear with propriety, says my little major, the oath should be an echo to the sense, and this we call the oath referential, or sentimental swearing. 'Tis genteel, isn't it?
Very genteel, and very new indeed, and I dare say will supplant all other figures of imprecation.
Aye, the best terms will grow obsolete. Damns have had their day.
Re-enter Fag.
Sir, there is a gentleman below desires to see you. Shall I show him into the parlour?
Aye, you may.
Well, I must be gone.
Stay, who is it, Fag?
Your father, sir.
You puppy! Why didn't you show him up directly?
Exit Fag.
You have business with Sir Anthony. I expect a message from Mrs. Malaprop at my lodgings. I have sent also to my dear friend Sir Lucius O'Trigger. Adieu, Jack. We must meet at night, when you shall give me a dozen bumpers to little Lydia.
That I will, with all my heart.
Exit Acres.
Now for a parental lecture. I hope he has heard nothing of the business that brought me here. I wish the gout had held him fast in Devonshire with all my soul.
Enter Sir Anthony Absolute.
Sir, I am delighted to see you here, looking so well. Your sudden arrival at Bath made me apprehensive for your health.
Very apprehensive, I dare say, Jack. What, you're recruiting here, eh?
Yes, sir. I am on duty.
Well, Jack, I'm glad to see you, though I did not expect it, for I was going to write to you on a little matter of business. Jack, I have been considering that I grow old and infirm, and shall probably not trouble you long.
Pardon me, sir. I never saw you look more strong and hearty, and I pray frequently that you may continue so.
I hope your prayers may be heard with all my heart. Well then, Jack, I have been considering that I am so strong and hearty I may continue to plague you a long time. Now, Jack, I am sensible that the income of your commission, and what I have hitherto allowed you, is but a small pittance for a lad of your spirit.
Sir, you are very good.
And it is my wish, while yet I live, to have my boy make some figure in the world. I have resolved, therefore, to fix you at once in a noble independence.
Sir, your kindness overpowers me. Such generosity makes the gratitude of reason more lively than the sensations even of filial affection.
I am glad you're so sensible of my attention, and you shall be master of a large estate in a few weeks.
Let my future life, sir, speak my gratitude. I cannot express the sense I have of your munificence. Yet, sir, I presume you would not wish me to quit the army?
Oh, that shall be as your wife chooses.
My wife, sir?
Aye. Settle that between you.
Wife, sir, did you say?
Aye, a wife. Why, did I not mention her before?
Not a word of her, sir.
Oh, odd so. I mustn't forget her, though. Yes, Jack, the independence I was talking of is by marriage. The fortune is saddled with a wife. But I suppose that makes no difference.
Sir, you amaze me.
Why, what the devil's the matter with the fool? Just now you were all gratitude and duty.
I was, sir. You talked to me of independence and a fortune, but not a word of a wife.
Why, what difference does that make? Odd's life, sir, if you have the estate, you must take it with the livestock on it, as it stands.
If my happiness is to be the price, I must beg leave to decline the purchase. Pray, sir, who is the lady?
What's that to you, sir? Come, give me your promise to love, and to marry her directly.
Sure, sir, this is not very reasonable, to summon my affections for a lady I know nothing of.
I'm sure, sir, 'tis more unreasonable in you to object to a lady you know nothing of.
Then, sir, I must tell you plainly that my inclinations are fixed on another. My heart is engaged to an angel.
Then pray let it send an excuse. It is very sorry, but business prevents its waiting on her.
But my vows are pledged to her.
Let her foreclose, Jack, let her foreclose. They are not worth redeeming. Besides, you have the angel's vows in exchange, I suppose, so there can be no loss there.
You must excuse me, sir, if I tell you once for all that in this point I cannot obey you.
Harkee, Jack, I have heard you for some time with patience. I have been cool, quite cool, but take care. You know I am compliance itself, when I am not thwarted. No one more easily led, when I have my own way. But don't put me in a frenzy.
Sir, I must repeat it. In this I cannot obey you.
Now, damn me if ever I call you Jack again while I live.
Nay, sir, but hear me.
Sir, I won't hear a word, not one word. So give me your promise by a nod, and I'll tell you what, Jack, I mean you dog, if you don't, why...
What, sir, promise to link myself to some mass of ugliness, to...
Zounds, sirrah, the lady shall be as ugly as I choose. She shall have a hump on each shoulder, she shall be as crooked as the crescent. Her one eye shall roll like the bulls in Cox's Museum. She shall have a skin like a mummy and the beard of a Jew. She shall be all this, sirrah, yet I will make you ogle her all day and sit up all night to write sonnets on her beauty.
This is reason and moderation indeed.
None of your sneering, puppy, no grinning, jackanapes.
Indeed, sir, I never was in a worse humour for mirth in my life.
'Tis false, sir. I know you are laughing in your sleeve. I know you'll grin when I am gone, sirrah.
Sir, I hope I know my duty better.
None of your passion, sir, none of your violence, if you please. It won't do with me, I promise you.
Indeed, sir, I never was cooler in my life.
'Tis a confounded lie. I know you are in a passion in your heart. I know you are, you hypocritical young dog, but it won't do.
No, sir, upon my word.
So you will fly out. Can't you be cool, like me? What the devil good can passion do? Passion is of no service, you impudent, insolent, overbearing reprobate. There, you sneer again. Don't provoke me. But you rely on the mildness of my temper. You do, you dog. You play upon the meekness of my disposition. Take care. The patience of a saint may be overcome at last. But mark, I give you 6 hours and a half to consider of this. If you then agree, without any condition, to do everything on earth that I choose, why, confound you, I may in time forgive you. If not, zounds, don't enter the same hemisphere with me. Don't dare to breathe the same air or use the same light with me, but get an atmosphere and a sun of your own. I'll strip you of your commission. I'll lodge a 5 and 3pence in the hands of trustees, and you shall live on the interest. I'll disown you. I'll disinherit you, I'll unget you, and damn me if ever I call you Jack again.
Exit.
Mild, gentle, considerate father, I kiss your hands. What a tender method of giving his opinion in these matters Sir Anthony has. I dare not trust him with the truth. I wonder what old wealthy hag it is that he wants to bestow on me. Yet he married himself for love, and was in his youth a bold intriguer and a gay companion.
Re-enter Fag.
Assuredly, sir, your father is wroth to a degree. He comes downstairs 8 or 10 steps at a time, muttering, growling, and thumping the banisters all the way. I and the cook's dog stand bowing at the door. Rap! He gives me a stroke on the head with his cane, bids me carry that to my master, then kicking the poor turnspit into the area, damns us all for a puppy triumvirate. Upon my credit, sir, were I in your place and found my father such very bad company, I should certainly drop his acquaintance.
Cease your impertinence, sir, at present. Did you come in for nothing more? Stand out of the way.
Pushes him aside and exit.
So, Sir Anthony trims my master. He is afraid to reply to his father. Then vents his spleen on poor Fag. When one is vexed by one person, to revenge oneself on another who happens to come in the way is the vilest injustice. Ah, it shows the worst temper, the basest.
Enter Boy.
Mr. Fag, your master calls you.
Well, you dirty little puppy, you need not bawl so. The meanest disposition, the—
Quick, quick, Mr. Fagg!
Quick, quick, you impudent jackanapes! Am I to be commanded by you too? You little impertinent, insolent kitchen bred!
Exit, kicking and beating him. Scene 2. The North Parade. Enter Lucy.
So, I shall have another rival to add to me mistress list, Captain Absolute. However, I shall not enter his name till my purse has received notice in form. Poor Acres is dismissed. Well, I have done him a last friendly office in letting him know that Beverley was here before him. Sir Lucius is generally more punctual when he expects to hear from his dear Delia, as he calls her. I wonder he's not here. I have a little scruple of conscience from this deceit, though I should not be paid so well if my hero knew that Delia was near 50 and her own mistress.
Enter Sir Lucius O'Trigger.
Ha, my little ambassadress, upon my conscience, I have been looking for you. I have been on the South Parade this half hour.
Oh, Gemini, and I've been waiting for your worship here on the North.
Faith, maybe that was the reason we did not meet, and it is very comical too, how you could go out and I not see you, for I was only taking a nap at the Parade Coffee House, and I chose the window on purpose that I might not miss you.
My stars! Now I'd wager a sixpence I went by while you were asleep.
Sure enough, it must have been so, and I never dreamt it was so late till I waked. Well, but my little girl, have you got nothing for me?
Yes, but I have. I've got a letter for you in me pocket.
Oh, faith, I guessed you weren't come empty-handed. Well, let me see what the dear creature says.
There, Sir Lucius.
Gives him a letter. Reads.
Sir, there is often a sudden incentive impulse in love that has a greater induction than years of domestic combination. Such was the commotion I felt at the first superfluous view of Sir Lucius O'Trigger. Very pretty, upon my word. Female punctuation forbids me to say more, yet let me add that it will give me joy infallible to find Sir Lucius worthy the last criterion of my affections, Delia. Upon my conscience, Lucy, your lady is a great mistress of language. Faith, she's quite the queen of the dictionary, for the devil a word dare refuse coming at her call, though one would think it was quite out of hearing.
Ay, sir, a lady of her experience.
Experience? What, at 17?
Oh, true, sir. But then she reads so. My stars, how she will read offhand.
Faith, she must be very deep-read to write this way, though she is rather an arbitrary writer too. For here are a great many poor words pressed into the service of this note that would get their habeas corpus from any court in Christendom.
Ah, Sir Lucius, if you were to hear how she talks of you.
Oh, tell her I'll make her the best husband in the world, and Lady O'Trigger into the bargain. But we must get the old gentlewoman's consent and do everything fairly.
Nay, Sir Lucius, I thought you wasn't rich enough to be so nice.
Upon my word, young woman, you have hit it. I am so poor that I can't afford to do a dirty action. If I did not want money, I'd steal your mistress and her fortune with a great deal of pleasure. However, my pretty girl,
Gives her money.
here is a little something to buy you a ribbon, and meet me in the evening, and I'll give you an answer to this. So, hussy, take a kiss beforehand to put you in mind.
Oh, Lord, Sir Lucius, I never seen such a gentleman. My lady won't like you if you're so impudent.
Faith, she will, Lucy. That same, what's the name of it? Modesty is a quality in a lover more praised by the women than liked. So, if your mistress asks you whether Sir Lucius ever gave you a kiss, tell her 50, my dear.
What, would you have me tell her a lie?
Ah, then, you baggage, I'll make it a truth presently.
For shame now, here is someone coming.
Oh, Faith, I'll quiet your conscience.
Exit. Enter Fag.
So, ma'am, I humbly beg pardon.
Oh, Lord, now, Mr. Fag, you flurry one so.
Come, Lucy, here's no one by. So a little less simplicity, with a grain or two more sincerity, if you please. You play false with us, madam. I saw you give the baronet a letter. My master shall know this, and if you don't call him out, I will.
You gentlemen are so hasty. That letter was from Mrs. Malaprop, simpleton. She is taken with Sir Lucius's address.
How? What taste some people have! Why, I suppose I must have walked by her window 100 times. But what says our young lady? Any message to my master?
Sad news, Mr. Fag. A worse rival than Agus. Sir Anthony Absolute has proposed his son.
What? Captain Absolute?
Even so. I overheard it all.
Ha! Very good faith. Good-bye, Lucy. I must away with this news.
Well, you may laugh, but 'tis true, I assure you. But, Mr. Fag, tell your master not to be cast down by this.
Oh, he'll be so disconsolate.
And charge him not to think of quarrelling with young Absolute.
Never fear, never fear.
Be sure, bid him keep up his spirits.
We will.
Exeunt severally. End of Act 2. Act 3. Scene 1. The North Parade. Enter Captain Absolute.
'Tis just as Fag told me, indeed. Whimsical enough, faith. My father wants to force me to marry the very girl I am plotting to run away with. He must not know of my connection with her yet a while. He has too summary a method of proceeding in these matters. However, I'll read my recantation instantly. My conversation is something sudden indeed, but I can assure him it is very sincere. So, here he comes. He looks plaguy gruff.
Steps aside. Enter Sir Anthony Absolute.
No, I'll die sooner than forgive him. Die, did I say? I'll live these 50 years to plague him. At our last meeting, his impudence had almost put me out of temper. An obstinate, passionate, self-willed boy. Who can he take after? This is my return for getting him before all his brothers and sisters, for putting him 12 years old into a marching regiment, and allowing him £50 a year beside his pay ever since. But I've done with him. He's anybody's son for me. I never will see him more. Never.
Aside, coming forward.
Now for a penitential face.
Fellow, get out of my way.
Sir, you see a penitent before you.
I see an impudent scoundrel before me.
A sincere penitent. I am come, sir, to acknowledge my error, and to submit entirely to your will.
What's that?
I have been revolving and reflecting and considering on your past goodness and kindness and condescension to me.
Well, sir?
I have been likewise weighing and balancing what you were pleased to mention concerning duty and obedience and authority.
Well, puppy?
Why then, sir, the result of my reflections is a resolution to sacrifice every inclination of my own to your satisfaction.
Why, now you talk sense. Absolute sense. I've never heard anything more sensible in my life. Confound you. You shall be Jack again.
I am happy in the appellation.
Why then, Jack, my dear Jack, I will now inform you who the lady really is. Nothing but your passion and violence, you silly fellow, prevented my telling you at first. Prepare, Jack, for wonder and rapture. Prepare. What think you of... Miss Lydia Languish?
Languish? What? The languishes of Worcestershire?
Worcestershire? No. Did you never meet Mrs. Malaprop and her niece, Miss Languish, who came into our county just before you were last ordered to your regiment?
Malaprop? Languish? I don't remember ever to have heard the names before. Yet stay, I think I do recollect something. Languish. She squints, don't she? A little red-haired girl?
Squints? A red-haired girl? Sounds no.
Then I must have forgot. It can't be the same person.
Jack, what think you of blooming, love-breathing 17?
As to that, sir, I am quite indifferent. If I can please you in the matter, 'tis all I desire.
Nay, but, Jack, such eyes! So innocently wild, so bashfully irresolute. Not a glance, but speaks and kindles some thought of love. Then, Jack, her cheeks, Jack, so deeply blushing at the insinuation of her telltale eyes. Then, Jack, her lips, oh, Jack, her lips, smiling at their own discretion, and if not smiling, more sweetly pouting, more lovely in sullenness.
Aside.
That's she indeed. Well done, old gentleman.
Then, Jack, her neck, oh, Jack.
And which is to be mine, sir, the niece or the aunt?
Why, you unfeeling, insensible puppy, I despise you. When I was of your age, such a description would have made me fly like a rocket. The aunt, indeed. Odds life, when I ran away with your mother, I would not have touched anything old or ugly to gain an empire.
Not to please your father, sir?
To please my father? Zounds, no. To please... Oh, my father... odd so, yes. Yes, if my father indeed had desire, that's quite another matter. Though he wasn't the indulgent father that I am, Jack.
I dare say not, sir.
But, Jack, you're not sorry to find your mistress is so beautiful?
Sir, I repeat it. If I please you in this affair, 'tis all I desire. Not that I think a woman the worse for being handsome, but, sir, if you please to recollect, you before hinted something about a hump or two, one eye, and a few more graces of that kind. Now, without being very nice, I own I should rather choose a wife of mine to have the usual number of limbs and a limited quantity of back, and though one eye may be very agreeable, yet as the prejudice has always run in favour of two, I would not wish to affect a singularity in this article.
Oh, what a phlegmatic sot it is! Why, Sarah, you're an anchorite, a vile, insensible stock. You, a soldier? You're a walking block, fit only to dust the company's regimentals on. Odds life, I've a great mind to marry the girl myself.
I am entirely at your disposal, sir. If you should think of addressing Miss Languish yourself, I suppose you would have me marry the aunt. Or if you should change your mind and take the old lady, 'tis the same to me. I'll marry the niece.
Upon my word, Jack, thou art either a great hypocrite, or... But come, I know your indifference on such a subject must be all a lie. I'm sure it must. Come now. Damn your demure face. Come, confess, Jack. You've been lying, haven't you? You've been playing the hypocrite, eh? I'll never forgive you if you haven't been lying and playing the hypocrite.
I'm sorry, sir, that the respect and duty which I bear to you should be so mistaken.
Hang your respect and duty. But come along with me. I'll write a note to Mrs. Malaprop, and you shall visit the lady directly. Her eyes shall be the Promethean torch to you. Come along. I'll never forgive you if you don't come back stark mad with rapture and impatience. If you don't, egad, I will marry the girl myself.
Exeunt. Scene 2. Julia's dressing room. Falkland discovered alone.
They told me Julia would return directly. I wonder she is not yet come. How mean does this captious, unsatisfied temper of mine appear to my cooler judgment! Yet I know not that I indulge it in any other point. But on this one subject, and to this one subject, whom I think I love beyond my life, I am ever ungenerously fretful and madly capricious. I am conscious of it, yet I cannot correct myself. What tender, honest joy sparkled in her eyes when we met! How delicate was the warmth of her expression! I was ashamed to appear less happy, though I had come resolved to wear a face of coolness and upbraiding. Sir Anthony's presence prevented my proposed expostulations, yet I must be satisfied that she has not been so very happy in my absence. She is coming! Yes, I know the nimbleness of her tread, when she thinks her impatient Falkland counts the moments of her stay.
Enter Julia.
I had not hoped to see you again so soon.
Could I, Julia, be contented with my first welcome, restrained as we were by the presence of a third person?
Oh, Falkland, when your kindness can make me thus happy, let me not think that I discovered something of coldness in your first salutation.
'Twas but your fancy, Julia. I was rejoiced to see you in such health. Sure I had no cause for coldness.
Nay, then, I see you have taken something ill. You must not conceal from me what it is.
Well, then, shall I own to you, Julia, that my joy at hearing of your health and arrival here, by your neighbour Acres, was somewhat dampened by his dwelling much on the high spirits you had enjoyed in Devonshire, on your mirth, your singing, dancing, and I know not what. For such is my temper, Julia, that I should regard every mirthful moment in your absence as a treason to constancy. The mutual tear that steals down the cheek of parting lovers is a compact that no smile shall live there till they meet again.
Must I never cease to tax my Falkland with this teasing minute caprice? Can the idle reports of a silly boor weigh in your breast against my tried affections?
They have no weight with me, Julia. No, I am happy if you have been so. Yet only say that you did not sing with mirth. Say that you thought of Falkland in the dance.
I never can be happy in your absence. If I wear a countenance of content, it is to show that my mind holds no doubt of my Falkland's truth. If I seemed sad, it were to make malice triumph, and say that I had fixed my heart on one who left me to lament his roving and my own credulity. Believe me, Falkland, I mean not to upbraid you, when I say that I have often dressed sorrow in smiles, lest my friends should guess whose unkindness had caused my tears.
You were ever all goodness to me. Oh, I am a brute when I but admit a doubt of your true constancy.
If ever without such cause from you, as I will not suppose possible, you find my affections veering but a point, may I become a proverbial scoff for levity and base ingratitude.
Ah, Julia, that last word is grating to me. I would I had no title to your gratitude. Search your heart, Julia. Perhaps what you have mistaken for love is but a warm effusion of a too thankful heart.
For what quality must I love you?
For no quality. To regard me of any quality of mind or understanding were only to esteem me. And for my person I have often wished myself deformed, to be convinced that I owed no obligation there for any part of your affection.
Where nature has bestowed a show of nice attention in the features of a man, he should laugh at it as misplaced. I have seen men, who in this vain article perhaps might rank above you, but my heart has never asked my eyes if it were so or not.
Now this is not well from you, Julia. I despise person in a man, yet if you loved me as I wish, though I were an Ethiop, you'd think none so fair.
I see you are determined to be unkind. The contract which my poor father bound us in gives you more than a lover's privilege.
Again, Julia, you raise ideas that feed and justify my doubts. I would not have been more free. No, I am proud of my restraint. Yet, perhaps your high respect alone for this solemn compact has fettered your inclinations, which else had made a worthier choice. How shall I be sure, had you remained unbound in thought and promise, that I should still have been the object of your persevering love.
Then try me now. Let us be as free as strangers as to what is past. My heart will not feel more liberty.
There now, so hasty, Julia, so anxious to be free. If your love for me were fixed and ardent, you would not lose your hold, even though I wished it.
Oh, you torture me to the heart. I cannot bear it.
I do not mean to distress you. If I loved you the less, I should never give you an uneasy moment. But hear me. All my fretful doubts arise from this. Women are not used to weigh and separate the motives of their affections. The cold dictates of prudence, gratitude, or filial duty may sometimes be mistaken for the pleadings of the heart. I would not boast, yet let me say that I have neither age, person, nor character to found dislike on. My fortune such as few ladies could be charged with indiscretion in the match. Oh, Julia, when love receives such countenance from prudence, nice minds will be suspicious of its birth.
I know not whither your insinuations would tend, but as they seem pressing to insult me, I will spare you the regret of having done so. I have given you no cause for this.
Exit in tears.
In tears. Stay, Julia. Stay but for a moment. The door is fastened. Julia! My soul! But for one moment. Oh, I hear her sobbing. 'Sdeath, what a brute I am to use her thus. Yet stay. Aye, she's coming now. How little resolution there is in a woman! How a few soft words can turn them! No, faith, she's not coming either. Why, Julia, my love, say but that you forgive me. Come but to tell me that. Now this is being too resentful. Stay, she is coming too. I thought she would. No steadiness in anything. Her going away must have been a mere trick, then. She shan't see that I was hurt by it. I'll affect indifference. Oh, no! Zood, she's not coming! No, nor don't intend it, I suppose. This is not steadiness, but obstinacy. Oh, yet I deserve it. What, after so long an absence, to quarrel with her tenderness? 'Twas barbarous and unmanly. I should be ashamed to see her now. I'll wait till her just resentment is abated, and when I distress her so again, may I lose her for ever, and be linked instead to some antique virago, whose gnawing passions and long-hoarded spleen shall make me curse my folly half the day and all the night.
Exit. Scene 3. Mrs. Malaprop's lodgings. Mrs. Malaprop, with a letter in her hand, and Captain Absolute.
Your being Sir Anthony's son, Captain, would itself be a sufficient accommodation. But from the ingenuity of your appearance, I am convinced you deserve the character here given of you.
Permit me to say, madam, that, as I never yet have had the pleasure of seeing Miss Languish, my principal inducement in this affair at present is the honour of being allied to Mrs. Malaprop, of whose intellectual accomplishments, elegant manners, and unaffected learning no tongue is silent.
Sir, you do me infinite honour. I beg, Captain, you'll be seated.
They sit.
Ah, few gentlemen nowadays know how to value the ineffectual qualities in a woman. Few think how a little knowledge becomes a gentlewoman. Men have no sense now but for the worthless flower of beauty.
It is but too true indeed, ma'am. Yet I fear our ladies should share the blame. They think her admiration of beauty so great that knowledge in them would be superfluous. Thus, like garden trees, they seldom show fruit, till time has robbed them of the more specious blossom. Few, like Mrs. Malaprop and the orange tree, are rich in both at once.
Sir, you overpower me with good breeding. He is the very pineapple of politeness. You are not ignorant, Captain, that this giddy girl has somehow contrived to fix her affections on a beggarly, strolling, eavesdropping ensign, whom none of us have seen, and nobody knows anything of.
Oh, I have heard the silly affair before. I'm not at all prejudiced against her on that account.
You are very good and very considerate, Captain. I am sure I have done everything in my power since I exploded the affair. Long ago I laid my positive conjunctions on her never to think on the fellow again. I have since laid Sir Anthony's preposition before her, but I am sorry to say she seems resolved to decline every particle that I enjoin her.
It must be very distressing indeed, ma'am.
Oh, it gives me the hydrostatics to such a degree. I thought she had persisted from corresponding with him, but behold, this very day I have interceded another letter from the fellow. I believe I have it in my pocket.
Aside.
Oh, the devil, my last note.
Aye, here it is.
Aside.
Aye, my note indeed. Oh, the little traitress Lucy.
There, perhaps you may know the writing?
Gives him the letter.
I think I have seen the hand before. Yes, I certainly must have seen this hand before.
Nay, but read it, Captain.
My soul's idol, my adored Lydia. Very tender indeed.
Tender, aye, and profane too. Oh, my conscience.
I am excessively alarmed at the intelligence you send me, the more so as my new rival
That's you, sir.
has universally the character of being an accomplished gentleman and a man of honour. Well, that's handsome enough.
Oh, the fellow has some design in writing so.
That he had. I'll answer for him, ma'am.
But go on, sir. You'll see presently.
As for the old weather-beaten she-dragon who guards you, who can he mean by that?
Me, sir. Me. He means me. There. What do you think now? But go on a little further.
Impudent scoundrel! It shall go hard, but I will elude her vigilance, as I am told that the same ridiculous vanity which makes her dress up her coarse features and deck her dull chat with hard words which she don't understand.
There, sir. An attack upon my language. What do you think of that? An aspersion upon my parts of speech. Was ever such a brute? Sure, if I reprehend anything in this world, it is the use of my oracular tongue, and a nice derangement of epitaphs.
He deserves to be hanged and quartered. Let me see. Same ridiculous vanity.
You need not read it again, sir.
I beg pardon, ma'am. Does also lay her open to the grossest deceptions from flattery and pretended admiration. An impudent coxcomb. So that I have a scheme to see you shortly with the old harridan's consent, and even to make her a go-between in our interview. Was ever such assurance?
Did you ever hear anything like it? He'll elude my vigilance, will he? Yes. He's very likely to enter these doors. We'll try who can plot best.
So we will, ma'am, so we will. A conceited puppy, ha ha ha! Well, but Mrs. Malaprop, as the girl seems so infatuated by this fellow, suppose you were to wink at her corresponding with him for a little time, let her even plot an elopement with him, then do connive at her escape, while I, just in the nick, will have the fellow laid by the heels and fairly contrive to carry her off in his stead.
I am delighted with the scheme. Never was anything better perpetrated.
But pray, could not I see the lady for a few minutes now? I should like to try her temper a little.
Why, I don't know. I doubt she is not prepared for a visit of this kind. There is a decorum in these matters.
Oh, Lord, she won't mind me. Only tell her, Beverley—
Sir?
Aside.
Gently, good tongue.
What did you say of Beverley?
Oh, I was going to propose that you should tell her by way of jest that it was Beverley who was below. She'd come down fast enough then.
'Twould be a trick she well deserves. Besides, you know the fellow tells her he'll get my consent to see her. Let him, if he can, I say again. Lydia, come down here. He'll make me a go-between in their interviews. Come down, I say, Lydia. I don't wonder at your laughing. His impudence is truly ridiculous.
'Tis very ridiculous, upon my soul, ma'am.
The little hussy won't hear. Well, I'll go and tell her at once who it is. She shall know that Captain Absolute is come to wait on her, and I'll make her behave as becomes a young woman.
As you please, ma'am.
For the present, Captain, your servant. Ah, you've not done laughing yet, I see. Elude my vigilance, yes.
Exit.
One would think now that I might throw off all disguise at once, and seize my prize with security. But such is Lydia's caprice, that to undeceive were probably to lose her. I'll see whether she knows me.
Walks aside, and seems engaged in looking at the pictures. Enter Lydia.
What a scene am I now to go through! Surely nothing could be more dreadful than to be obliged to listen to the loathsome addresses of a stranger to one's heart. I have heard of girls persecuted as I am, who have appealed in behalf of their favoured lover to the generosity of his rival. Suppose I were to try it? There stands the hated rival, an officer too. But oh, how unlike my Beverley! I wonder he don't begin. Truly he seems a very negligent wooer. Quite at his ease, upon my word. I'll speak first. Mr. Absolute?
Ma'am?
Turns round.
Oh, heavens! Beverley!
Hush, hush, my life, softly. Be not surprised.
I am so astonished, and so terrified, and so overjoyed. For heaven's sake, how came you here?
Briefly, I have deceived your aunt. I was informed that my new arrival was to visit here this evening, and contriving to have him kept away, have passed myself on her for Captain Absolute.
Oh, charming! And she really takes you for young Absolute?
Oh, she's convinced of it.
I can't forbear laughing to think how her sagacity is overreached.
But we trifle with our precious moments. Such another opportunity may not occur. Then let me now conjure my kind, my condescending angel, to fix the time when I may rescue her from undeserving persecution, and with a licensed warmth plead for my reward.
Will you then, Beverley, consent to forfeit that portion of my paltry wealth, that burden on the wings of love?
Oh, come to me, rich only thus in loveliness. Bring no portion to me but thy love. 'Twill be generous in you, Lydia, for well you know it is the only dower your poor Beverley can repay.
Aside.
How persuasive are his words! How charming will poverty be with him!
Ah, my soul, what a life will we then live! Love shall be our idol and support. We will worship him with a monastic strictness, abjuring all worldly toys, to centre every thought and action there. Proud of calamity, we will enjoy the wreck of wealth, while the surrounding gloom of adversity shall make the flame of our pure love show doubly bright. By heavens, I would fling all goods of fortune from me with a prodigal hand, to enjoy the scene where I might clasp my Lydia to my bosom, and say, the world affords no smile to me but here.
Embracing her. Aside.
If she holds out now, the devil is in it.
Aside.
Now could I fly with him to the Antipodes. But my persecution is not yet come to a crisis.
Re-enter Mrs. Malaprop, listening.
I am impatient to know how the little hussy deports herself.
So pensive, Lydia? Is then your warmth abated?
Warmth abated? So she has been in a passion, I suppose.
No, nor ever can while I have life.
An ill-tempered little devil. She'll be in a passion all her life, will she?
Think not the idle threats of my ridiculous aunt can ever have any weight with me.
Very dutiful, upon my word.
Let her choice be Captain Absolute, but Beverley is mine.
I am astonished at her assurance. To his face. This to his face.
Thus then let me enforce my suit.
Kneeling.
Ay, poor young man, down on his knees entreating for pity. I can contain no longer.
Coming forward.
Why, thou vixen, I have overheard you.
Aside.
Oh, confound her vigilance!
Captain Absolute, I know not how to apologize for her shocking rudeness.
Aside.
So all safe, I find. I have hopes, madam, that time will bring the young lady...
Oh, there's nothing to be hoped for from her. She's as headstrong as an allegory on the banks of Nile.
Nay, madam, what do you charge me with now?
Why, thou unblushing rebel, didn't you tell this gentleman to his face that you loved another better? Didn't you say you never would be his?
No, madam, I did not.
Good heavens, what assurance! Lydia, Lydia, you ought to know that lying don't become a young woman. Didn't you boast that Beverley, that stroller Beverley, possessed your heart? Tell me that, I say.
'Tis true, ma'am, and none but Beverley.
Hold, hold, assurance. You shall not be so rude.
Nay, pray, Mrs. Malaprop, don't stop the young lady's speech. She is very welcome to talk thus. It does not hurt me in the least, I assure you.
You are too good, Captain, too amiably patient. But come with me, miss. Let us see you again soon, Captain. Remember what we have fixed.
I shall, ma'am.
Come, take a graceful leave of the gentleman.
May every blessing wait on my Beverley, my loved
Hussy, I'll choke the word in your throat. Come along, come along.
Exeunt severally. Captain Absolute kissing his hand to Lydia. Mrs. Malaprop stopping her from speaking. Scene 4. Acres' lodgings. Acres, as just dressed, and David.
Indeed, David, do you think I become it so?
You are quite another creature, believe me, master, by the mass. And we've any luck, we shall see the Devon Moncarony in all the print shops in Bath.
Dress does make a difference, David.
'Tis all in all, I think. Difference? Why, an you were to go now to Clod Hall, I'm certain the old lady wouldn't know you. Master Butler wouldn't believe his own eyes, and Mrs. Pickle would cry, Lord preserve me. Our dairymaid would come giggling to the door, and I warrant Dolly Tester, your honour's favourite, would blush like my waistcoat. Oonce, I'll hold a gallon there ain't a dog in the house but would bark, and I question whether Phyllis would wag a hair of her tail.
Aye, David, there's nothing like polishing.
So I says of your honour's boots, but the boy never heeds me.
But, David, has Mr. de la Grace been here? I must rub up my balancing and chasing and boring.
I'll call again, sir.
Do, and see if there are any letters for me at the post office.
I will. By the mass, I can't help looking at your head. If I hadn't been by at the cooking, I wish I may die if I should have known the dish again myself.
Exit. Practising a dancing step.
Sink, slide, coupe. Confound the first inventors of cotillions, say I. They are as bad as algebra to us country gentlemen. I can walk a minuet easy enough when I am forced, and I have been accounted a good stick in a country dance. Odds, jigs and tabors, I never valued your crossover to couple, figure in, right and left, and I'd foot it with e'er a captain in the country. But these outlandish heathen alamandes and cotillions are quite beyond me. I shall never prosper at 'em, that's sure. Mine are true-born English legs. They don't understand their cursed French lingo. They're pa's this, and pa's that, and pa's t'other. Damn me, my feet don't like to be called pa's. No, 'tis certain I have most anti-Gallican toes.
Enter servant.
Here is Sir Lucius O'Trigger to wait on you, sir.
Show him in.
Exit servant. Enter Sir Lucius O'Trigger.
Mr. Acres, I am delighted to embrace you.
My dear Sir Lucius, I kiss your hands.
Pray, my friend, what has brought you so suddenly to Bath?
Faith, I have followed Cupid's jack-o'-lantern, and find myself in a quagmire at last. In short, I have been very ill-used, Sir Lucius. I don't choose to mention names, but look on me as a very ill-used gentleman.
Pray, what is the case? I ask no names.
Mark me, Sir Lucius. I fall as deep as need be in love with a young lady. Her friends take my part. I follow her to Bath, send word of my arrival, and receive answer that the lady is to be otherwise disposed of. This, Sir Lucius, I call being ill-used.
Very ill upon my conscience. Pray, can you divine the cause of it?
Why, there's the matter. She has another lover, one Beverley, who, I am told, is now in Bath. Odd slanders and lies. He must be at the bottom of it.
A rival in the case is there? And you think he has supplanted you unfairly?
Unfairly? To be sure he has. He never could have done it fairly.
Then sure you know what is to be done.
Not I, upon my soul.
We wear no swords here, but you understand me.
What? Fight him?
To be sure. What can I mean else?
But he has given me no provocation.
Now I think he has given you the greatest provocation in the world. Can a man commit a more heinous offence against another than to fall in love with the same woman? Oh, by my soul! It is the most unpardonable breach of friendship.
Breach of friendship? Aye, but I have no acquaintance with this man. I never saw him in my life.
That's no argument at all. He has the less right than to take such a liberty.
Gad, that's true. I grow full of anger, Sir Lucius. I fire apace. Odds, hilts, and blades. I find a man may have a deal of valour in him, and not know it, but couldn't I contrive to have a little right on my side?
What the devil signifies right when your honour is concerned? Do you think Achilles or my little Alexander the Great ever inquired where the right lay? No, by my soul, they drew their broadswords and left the lazy sons of peace to settle the justice of it.
Your words are a grenadier's march to my heart. I believe courage must be catching. I certainly do feel a kind of valour rising, as it were, a kind of courage. As I may say, odds, flints, pans, and triggers, I'll challenge him directly.
Ah, my little friend, if I had Blunderbuss Hall here, I could show you a range of ancestry in the old trigger line that would furnish the new room, every one of whom had killed his man. For though the mansion house and dirty acres have slipped through my fingers, I thank heaven our honour and the family pictures are as fresh as ever.
Oh, Sir Lucius, I have had ancestors too, every man of 'em colonel or captain in the militia. Odds, balls, and barrels, say no more. I'm braced for it. The thunder of your words has soured the milk of human kindness in my breast. Zounds, as the man in the play says, I could do such deeds.
Come, there must be no passion at all in the case. These things should always be done civilly.
I must be in a passion, Sir Lucius. I must be in a rage. Dear Sir Lucius, let me be in a rage, if you love me. Come, here's pen and paper.
Sits down to write.
I would the ink were red. Indict, I say, indict. How shall I begin? Odds, bullets, and blades. I'll write a good bold hand, however.
Pray compose yourself.
Come, now, shall I begin with an oath? Do, Sir Lucius, let me begin with a damn.
Pooh, do the thing decently, and like a Christian. Begin now, sir.
That's too civil by half.
To prevent the confusion that might arise.
Well?
From our both addressing the same lady.
Aye, there's the reason. Same lady. Well?
I shall expect the honour of your company.
Zounds, I'm not asking him to dinner.
Pray be easy.
Well, then, honour of your company.
To settle our pretensions.
Well?
Let me see. Kingsmead Fields will do. In Kingsmead Fields.
So, that's done. Well, I'll fold it up presently. My own crest, a hand and dagger shall be the seal.
You see now, this little explanation will put a stop at once to all confusion or misunderstanding that might arise between you.
Aye, we fight to prevent any misunderstanding.
Now I will leave you to fix your own time. Take my advice, and you'll decide it this evening if you can. Then let the worst come of it. 'Twill be off your mind tomorrow.
Very true.
So I shall see nothing of you, unless it be by letter, till the evening. I would do myself the honour to carry your message, but to tell you a secret, I believe I shall have just such another affair on my own hands. There is a gay captain here who put a jest on me lately at the expense of my country, and I only want to fall in with the gentleman to call him out.
By my valour, I should like to see you fight first. Odds life, I should like to see you kill him, if it was only to get a little lesson.
I shall be very proud of instructing you. Well, for the present. But remember now, when you meet your antagonist, do everything in a mild and agreeable manner. Let your courage be as keen, but at the same time as polished as your sword.
Exeunt severally. End of Act 3. Act 4, Scene 1. Acres Lodgings. Acres and David.
Then, by the mass, sir, I would do no such thing. Ne'er a Sir Lucius O'Trigger in the kingdom should make me fight, when I wasn't so minded. Oons, what will the old lady say when she hears of it?
Ah, David, if you had heard Sir Lucius, odd sparks and flames, he would have roused your valour.
Not he, indeed. I hate such bloodthirsty cormorants. Look ye, master, if you wanted a bout at boxing, quarterstaff, or short-staff, I should never be the man to bid you cry off. But for your cursed sharps and snaps, I never knew any good come of 'em.
But my honour, David, my honour! I must be very careful of my honour.
Ay, by the mass. And I would be very careful of it. And I think, in return, my honour couldn't do less than to be very careful of me.
Odds blades, David, no gentleman will ever risk the loss of his honour.
I say, then, it would be but civil in honour never to risk the loss of a gentleman. Look ye, master, this honour seems to me to be a marvellous false friend. Ay, truly, a very courtier-like servant. Put the case. I was a gentleman, which, thank God, no one can say of me. Well, my honour makes me quarrel with another gentleman of my acquaintance. So we fight. Pleasant enough, that. Bo! I kill him. The more's my luck. Now, pray who gets the profit of it? Why, my honour. But put the case that he kills me. By the mass, I go to the worms, and my honour whips over to my enemy.
No, David. In that case, odds crowns and laurels, your honour follows you to the grave.
Now, that's just the place where I could make a shift to do without it.
Zounds, David, you are a coward. It doesn't become my valour to listen to you. What? Shall I disgrace my ancestors? Think of that, David. Think what it would be to disgrace my ancestors.
Under favour, the surest way of not disgracing them is to keep as long as you can out of their company. Look ye now, master, to go to them in such haste, with an ounce of lead in your brains, I should think might as well be let alone. Our ancestors are very good kind of folks, but they're the last people I should choose to have a visiting acquaintance with.
But, David, now, you don't think there is such very, very, very great danger, hey? Odds life, people often fight without any mischief done.
By the mass, I think 'tis 10 to 1 against you. Oons, here to meet some lion-headed fellow, I warrant, with his damned double-barreled swords and cut-and-thrust pistols. Lord bless us, it makes me tremble to think of it. Those be such desperate, bloody-minded weapons. Well, I never could abide 'em. From a child, I never could fancy 'em. I suppose there ain't been so merciless a beast in the world as your loaded pistol.
Zounds, I won't be afraid. Odds fire and fury, you shan't make me afraid. Here is the challenge, and I have sent for my dear friend Jack Absolute to carry it for me.
Aye, in the name of mischief, let him be the messenger. For my part, I wouldn't let a hand to it for the best horse in your stable. By the mass, it don't look like another letter. It is, as I may say, a designing and malicious-looking letter, and I warrant smells of gunpowder like a soldier's pouch. Oons, I wouldn't swear it mayn't go off.
Out, you poltroon! You hadn't the valour of a grasshopper.
Well, I say no more. 'Twill be sad news, to be sure, at Clod Hall. But I ha' done. How Phyllis will howl when she hears of it. Ay, poor bitch, she little thinks what shooting her master's going after. And I warrant old Crop, who has carried your honour, field and road, these 10 years, will curse the hour he was born.
It won't do, David. I am determined to fight. So get along, you coward, while I'm in the mind.
Enter servant.
Captain Absolute, sir.
Oh, show him up.
Exit servant.
Well, heaven send we will all be alive this time tomorrow.
What's that? Don't provoke me, David.
Goodbye, master.
Get along, you cowardly, dastardly, croaking raven.
Exit David. Enter Captain Absolute.
What's the matter, Bob?
A vile, sheep-hearted blockhead. If I hadn't the valour of St. George and the dragon to boot...
But what did you want with me, Bob?
Oh, there.
Gives him the challenge. Aside.
To Ensign Beverley. So what's going on now? Well, what's this?
A challenge.
Indeed. Why, you won't fight him, will you, Bob?
Egad, but I will, Jack. Sir Lucius has wrought me to it. He has left me full of rage, and I'll fight this evening, that so much good passion mayn't be wasted.
But what have I to do with this?
Why, as I think you know something of this fellow, I want you to find him out for me, and give him this mortal defiance.
Well, give it to me, and trust me he gets it.
Thank you, my dear friend, my dear Jack, but it is giving you a great deal of trouble.
Not in the least. I beg you won't mention it. No trouble in the world, I assure you.
You are very kind. What it is to have a friend. You couldn't be my second, could you, Jack?
Why, no, Bob. Not in this affair. It would not be quite so proper.
Well, then, I must get my friend Sir Lucius. I shall have your good wishes, however, Jack.
Whenever he meets you, believe me.
Re-enter servant.
Sir Anthony Absolute is below, inquiring for the captain.
I'll come instantly.
Exit servant.
Well, my little hero, success attend you.
Stay, Jack. If Beverley should ask you what kind of man your friend Acres is, do tell him I am a devil of a fellow. Will you, Jack?
To be sure I shall. I'll say you are a determined dog, hey, Bob?
Ah, do. And if that frightens him, egad, perhaps he mayn't come. So tell him I generally kill a man a week, will you, Jack?
I will. I'll say you are called in the country Fighting Bob.
Right. 'Tis all to prevent mischief, for I don't want to take his life if I clear my honour.
No, that's very kind of you.
Why, you don't wish me to kill him, do you, Jack?
No, upon my soul, I do not. But a devil of a fellow, hey?
True, but stay. Jack, you may add that you never saw me in such a rage before, a most devouring rage.
I will.
Remember, Jack, a determined dog.
Aye, Fighting Bob.
Exeunt severally. Scene 2. Mrs. Malaprop's lodgings. Mrs. Malaprop and Lydia.
Why, thou perverse one, tell me what you can object to him. Isn't he a handsome man? Tell me that. A genteel man, a pretty figure of a man?
She little thinks who she is praising. So is Beverley, ma'am.
No comparisons, miss, if you please. Comparisons don't become a young woman. No, Captain Absolute is indeed a fine gentleman.
Ay, the Captain Absolute you have seen.
Then he's so well bred, so full of alacrity and adulation, and has so much to say for himself in such good language too. His physiognomy is so grammatical. Then his presence is so noble. I protest when I saw him, I thought of what Hamlet says in the play. Hesperian curls, the front of Job himself, an eye like March to threaten at command, a station like Harry Mercury, knew something about kissing on a hill. However, the similitude struck me directly.
How enraged she'll be presently when she discovers her mistake.
Enter servant.
Sir Anthony and Captain Absolute are below, ma'am.
Show them up here.
Exit servant.
Now, Lydia, I insist on your behaving as becomes a young woman. Show your good breeding at least, though you have forgot your duty.
Madam, I have told you my resolution. I shall not only give him no encouragement, but I won't even speak to or look at him.
Flings herself into a chair, with her face from the door. Enter Sir Anthony Absolute and Captain Absolute.
Here we are, Mrs. Malaprop, come to mitigate the frowns of unrelenting beauty. And difficult enough I had to bring this fellow. I don't know what's the matter, but if I hadn't held him by force, he'd have given me the slip.
You have infinite trouble, Sir Anthony, in the affair. I am ashamed for the cause. Lydia, rise, I beseech you. Pay your respects.
I hope, madam, that Miss Languish has reflected on the worth of this gentleman and the regard due to her aunt's choice and my alliance. Now, Jack, speak to her.
What the devil shall I do? You see, sir, she won't even look at me whilst you are here. I knew she wouldn't. I told you so. Let me entreat you, sir, to leave us together.
I wonder I han't heard my aunt exclaim yet. Sure she can't have looked at him. Perhaps the regimentals are alike and she is something blind.
I am sorry to say, Sir Anthony, that my affluence over my niece is very small. Turn round, Lydia. I blush for you.
May I not flatter myself that Miss Languish will assign what cause of dislike she can have to my son? Why don't you begin, Jack? Speak, you puppy, speak.
It is impossible, Sir Anthony, she can have any. She will not say she has. Answer, hussy. Why don't you answer?
Then, madam, I trust that a childish and hasty predilection will be no bar to Jack's happiness. Zounds, Sarah, why don't you speak?
I think my lover seems as little inclined to conversation as myself. How strangely blind my aunt must be.
Madam, faith, sir, I am so confounded, and so confused. I told you I should be so, sir. I knew it. The tremor of my passion entirely takes away my presence of mind.
But it don't take away your voice, fool, does it? Go up and speak to her directly.
Captain Absolute makes signs to Mrs. Malaprop to leave them together.
Sir Anthony, shall we leave them together? Ah, you stubborn little vixen.
Not yet, ma'am, not yet. What the devil are you at? Unlock your jaws, Sarah, or...
Now heaven send she may be too sullen to look round. I must disguise my voice. Will not Miss Languish lend an ear to the mild accents of true love? Will not...
What the devil ails the fellow? Why don't you speak out, not stand croaking like a frog in a quinsy?
The excess of my awe and my modesty quite choke me.
Ah, your modesty again. I'll tell you what, Jack, if you don't speak out directly and glibly too, I shall be in such a rage. Mrs. Malaprop, I wish the lady would favour us with something more than a side front.
Mrs. Malaprop seems to chide Lydia.
So all will out, I see.
Goes up to Lydia, speaks softly.
Be not surprised, my Lydia. Suppress all surprise at present.
Aside.
Heavens! 'Tis Beverley's voice. Sure he can't have imposed on Sir Anthony too.
Looks round by degrees, then starts up.
Is this possible? My Beverley! How can this be? My Beverley!
Ah, 'tis all over.
Beverley? The devil? Beverley? What could the girl mean? This is my son Jack, Absolute.
For shame, hussy, for shame. Your head runs so on that fellow that you have him always in your eyes. Beg Captain Absolute's pardon, directly.
I see no Captain Absolute but my loved Beverley.
Zounds, the girl's mad. Her brains turn by reading.
Oh, my conscience, I believe so. What do you mean by Beverley, hussy? You saw Captain Absolute before to-day. There he is, your husband that shall be.
With all my soul, ma'am, when I refuse my Beverley.
No, she's as mad as Bedlam. Or has this fellow been playing us a rogue's trick? Come here, Sarah. Who the devil are you?
Faith, sir, I am not quite clear myself, but I'll endeavour to recollect.
Are you my son or not? Answer for your mother, you dog, if you weren't for me.
Aye, sir. Who are you? Oh, mercy, I begin to suspect.
You powers of impudence befriend me. Sir Anthony, most assuredly I am your wife's son, and that I sincerely believe myself to be yours also, I hope my duty has always shown. Mrs. Malaprop, I am your most respectful admirer, and shall be proud to add affectionate nephew. I need not tell my Lydia that she sees her faithful Beverley, who, knowing the singular generosity of her temper, assumed that name and station which has proved a test of the most disinterested love, which he now hopes to enjoy in a more elevated character.
So, there'll be no elopement after all?
Upon my soul, Jack, thou art a very impudent fellow. To do you justice, I think I never saw a piece of more consummate assurance.
Oh, you flatter me, sir. You compliment. 'Tis my modesty, you know, sir, my modesty that has stood in my way.
Well, I'm glad you're not the dull, insensible varlet you pretended to be, however. I'm glad you made a fool of your father, you dog, I am. So this was your penitence, your duty and obedience. I thought it was damned sudden. You never heard their names before, not you. What, the languishes of Worcestershire, eh? If you could please me in the affair, it was all you desired. Ah, you dissembling villain, what? She squints, don't she, a little red-haired girl? Why, you hypocritical young rascal, I wonder you ain't ashamed to hold up your head.
'Tis with difficulty, sir. I am confused, very much confused, as you must perceive.
Oh, lad, Sir Anthony, a new light breaks in upon me. Hey, how, what, Captain, did you write the letters then? What, am I to thank you for the elegant compilation of an old weather-beaten she-dragon? Hey, oh, mercy! Was it you that reflected on my parts of speech?
Dear sir, my modesty will be overpowered at last if you don't assist me. I shall certainly not be able to stand it.
Come, come, Mrs. Malaprop, we must forget and forgive. Odd's life, matters have taken so clever a turn all of a sudden that I could find in my heart to be so good-humoured and so gallant, eh, Mrs. Malaprop?
Well, Sir Anthony, since you desire it, we will not anticipate the past. So mind, young people, our retrospection will be all to the future.
Come, we must leave them together, Mrs. Malaprop. They long to fly into each other's arms, I warrant. Jack, isn't the cheek as I said, hey? And the eye, you rogue, and the lip, hey? Come, Mrs. Malaprop, we'll not disturb their tenderness. Theirs is the time of life for happiness. Youth's the season made for joy. Hey, odd's life, I'm in such spirits. I don't know what I could not do. Permit me, ma'am.
Gives his hand to Mrs. Malaprop.
Gad, I should like to have a little fooling myself. Tal-de-roll, youth's the season made for joy. Tal-de-roll.
Exit. Lydia sits sullenly in her chair.
So much thought bodes me no good. So grave, Lydia.
Sir?
So, egad, I thought as much. That damned monosyllable has froze me. What, Lydia, now that we are happy in our friends' consent, as in our mutual vows—
Friends' consent, indeed.
Come, come, we must lay aside some of our romance. A little wealth and comfort may be endured after all, and for your fortune the lawyers shall make such settlements as—
Lawyers? I hate lawyers.
Nay, then, we will not wait for their lingering forms, but instantly procure the licence, and—
The licence? I hate licence.
Oh, my love, be not so unkind. Thus let me entreat.
Kneeling.
Oh, pshaw! What signifies kneeling, when you know I must have you?
Rising.
Nay, madam, there shall be no constraint upon your inclinations, I promise you. If I have lost your heart, I resign the rest. Gad, I may try what a little spirit will do.
Rising.
Then, sir, let me tell you the interest you had there was acquired by a mean, unmanly imposition, and deserves the punishment of fraud. What? You've been treating me like a child, humouring my romance, and laughing, I suppose, at your success.
You wrong me, Lydia. You wrong me. Only here—
So, while I fondly imagined we were deceiving my relations, and flattered myself that I should outwit and incense them all, behold, my hopes are to be crushed at once, by my aunt's consent and approbation, and I am myself the only dupe at last.
Walking about in a heat.
But here, sir, here is the picture, Beverley's picture.
Taking a miniature from her bosom.
Which I have worn night and day in spite of threats and entreaties. There, sir.
Flings it to him.
And be assured I throw the original from my heart as easily.
Nay, nay, ma'am, we will not differ as to that. Here.
Taking out a picture.
Here is Miss Lydia Languish. What a difference! Ay, there is the heavenly assenting smile that first gave soul and spirit to my hopes. Those are the lips which sealed a vow as yet scarce dry in Cupid's calendar, and there the half-resentful blush that would have checked the ardour of my thanks. Well, all that's past, all over indeed. There, madam, in beauty, that copy is not equal to you, but in my mind its merit over the original in being still the same is such that I cannot find in my heart to part with it.
Puts it up again.
'Tis your own doing, sir. I suppose you are perfectly satisfied?
Oh, most certainly. Sure now, this is much better than being in love. There's some spirit in this. What signifies breaking some scores of solemn promises? All that's of no consequence, you know. To be sure, people will say that Miss don't know her own mind, but never mind that. Or perhaps they may be ill-natured enough to hint that the gentleman grew tired of the lady and forsook her. But don't let that fret you.
There is no bearing his insolence.
Re-enter Mrs. Malaprop and Sir Anthony Absolute.
Come, we must interrupt your billing and cooing a while.
This is worse than your treachery and deceit, you base ingrate.
What the devil's the matter now? Zounds, Mrs. Malaprop, this is the oddest billing and cooing I ever heard. But what's the deuce of the meaning of it? I'm quite astonished.
Ask the lady, sir.
Oh, mercy. I'm quite analysed for my part. Why, Lydia, what is the reason of this?
Ask the gentleman, ma'am.
Zound, I shall be in a frenzy. Why, Jack, you are not come out to be anyone else, are you?
Aye, sir. There's no more trick, is there? You are not like Cerberus, 3 gentlemen at once, are you?
You'll not let me speak. I say the lady can account for this much, much better than I can.
Ma'am, you once commanded me never to think of Beverley again. There is the man. I now obey you. For from this moment I renounce him for ever.
Exit.
Oh, mercy and miracles! What a turn here is! Why, sure, Captain, you haven't behaved disrespectfully to my niece.
Now I see it. Now I see it. You've been too lively, Jack.
Nay, sir, upon my word.
Come, no lying, Jack. I'm sure 'twas so.
Oh, lud! Sir Anthony! Oh, fie, Captain!
Upon my soul, ma'am.
Come, no excuses, Jack. Why, your father, you rogue, was so before you. The blood of the absolutes was always impatient. Poor little Lydia. Why, you're frightened her, you dog, you have.
By all that's good, sir.
Zound, say no more. I tell you, Mrs. Malaprop shall make your peace. You must make his peace, Mrs. Malaprop. You must tell her 'tis Jack's way. Tell her 'tis all our ways. It runs in the blood of our family. Come away, Jack. Mrs. Malaprop, a young villain.
Pushing him out.
Oh, Sir Anthony. Oh, fie, Captain.
Exeunt severally. Scene 3. The North Parade. Enter Sir Lucius O'Trigger.
I wonder where this Captain Absolute hides himself. Upon my conscience, these officers are always in one's way in love affairs. I remember I might have married Lady Dorothy Carmine, if it had not been for a little rouge of a major, who ran away with her before she could get a sight of me. And I wonder, too, what it is the ladies can see in them to be so fond of them, unless it be a touch of the old serpent in them, that makes the little creatures be caught like vipers with a bit of red cloth. Ha! Isn't this the captain coming? Faith, it is. There is a probability of succeeding about that fellow that is mighty provoking. Who the devil is he talking to?
Steps aside. Enter Captain Absolute.
To what fine purpose I have been plotting! A noble reward for all my schemes, upon my soul. My little gipsy! I did not think her romance could have made her so damned absurd either. 'Sdeath, I never was in worse humour in my life. I could cut my own throat, or any other person's, with the greatest pleasure in the world.
Oh, faith, I'm in the luck of it. I never could have found him in a sweeter temper for my purpose. To be sure, I'm just come in the nick. Now to enter into conversation with him, and so quarrel genteelly.
Goes up to Captain Absolute.
With regard to that matter, Captain, I must beg leave to differ in opinion with you.
Upon my word, then, you must be a very subtle disputant, because, sir, I happened just then to be giving no opinion at all.
That's no reason, for give me leave to tell you, a man may think an untruth as well as speak one.
Very true, sir, but if a man never utters his thoughts, I should think they might stand a chance of escaping controversy.
Then, sir, you differ in opinion with me, which amounts to the same thing.
Harkee, Sir Lucius, if I had not before known you to be a gentleman, upon my soul I should not have discovered it at this interview. For what you can drive at, unless you mean to quarrel with me, I cannot conceive.
I humbly thank you, sir, for the quickness of your apprehension. You have named the very thing I would be at.
Very well, sir. I shall certainly not balk your inclinations, but I should be glad you would please to explain your motives.
Pray, sir, be easy. The quarrel is a very pretty quarrel as it stands. We should only spoil it by trying to explain it. However, your memory is very short, or you could not have forgotten an affront you passed on me within this week. So no more, but name your time and place.
Well, sir, since you are so bent on it, the sooner the better. Let it be this evening, here by the spring gardens. We shall scarcely be interrupted.
Faith, that same interruption in affairs of this nature shows very great ill-breeding. I don't know what's the reason, but in England, if a thing of this kind gets wind, people make such a pother that a gentleman can never fight in peace and quietness. However, if it's the same to you, Captain, I should take it as a particular kindness if you'd let us meet in Kingsmead's Fields, as a little business will call me there about 6 o'clock, and I may dispatch both matters at once.
'Tis the same to me exactly. A little after 6, then, we will discuss the matter more seriously.
If you please, sir, there will be very pretty small sword light, though it won't do for a long shot. So that matter's settled, and my mind's at ease.
Exit. Enter Falkland.
Well met. I was going to look for you. Oh, Falkland, all the demons of spite and disappointment have conspired against me. I am so vexed that if I had not the prospect of a resource in being knocked o' the head by and by, I should scarce have spirits to tell you the cause.
What can you mean? Has Lydia changed her mind? I should have thought her duty and inclination would now have pointed to the same object.
Aye, just as the eyes do of a person who squints when her love eye was fixed on me. T'other, her eye of duty, was finely obliqued, but when duty bid her point that the same way, off t'other turned on a swivel and secured its retreat with a frown.
But what's the resource you...
Oh, to wind up the whole, a good-natured Irishman here has begged leave to have the pleasure of cutting my throat, and I mean to indulge him, that's all.
Prithee, be serious.
'Tis fact, upon my soul. Sir Lucius O'Trigger, you know him by sight, for some affront which I am sure I never intended, has obliged me to meet him this evening at 6 o'clock. 'Tis on that account I wished to see you. You must go with me.
Nay, there must be some mistake, sure. Sir Lucius shall explain himself, and I dare say matters may be accommodated. But this evening, did you say? I wish it had been any other time.
Why, there will be light enough. There will, as Sir Lucius says, be very pretty small sword light, though it will not do for a long shot. Confound his long shots.
But I am myself a good deal ruffled by a difference I've had with Julia. My vile tormenting temper has made me treat her so cruelly that I shall not be myself till we are reconciled.
By heavens! Falkland, you don't deserve her.
Enter servant. Gives Falkland a letter and exit.
Oh, Jack, this is from Julia. I dread to open it. I fear it may be to take a last leave. Perhaps to bid me return her letters and restore... Oh, how I suffer for my folly!
Here, let me see.
It takes the letter and opens it.
Aye, a final sentence indeed. 'Tis all over with you, Faith.
Nay, Jack, don't keep me in suspense.
Here, then. As I am convinced that my dear Falkland's own reflections have already upbraided him for his last unkindness to me, I will not add a word on the subject. I wish to speak with you as soon as possible. Yours ever and truly, Julia. There's stubbornness and resentment for you.
Gives him the letter.
Why, man, you don't seem one whit the happier at this.
Oh, yes, I am. But...
Confound your buts. You never hear anything that would make another man bless himself, but you immediately damn it with a but.
Now, Jack, as you are my friend, own honestly, don't you think there is something forward, something indelicate in this haste to forgive? Women should never sue for reconciliation. That should always come from us. They should retain their coldness till wooed to kindness, and their pardon, like their love, should not unsought be won.
I have not patience to listen to you. Thou art incorrigible, so say no more on the subject. I must go to settle a few matters. Let me see you before 6, remember, at my lodgings. A poor industrious devil like me, who have toiled and drudged and plotted to gain my ends, and am at last disappointed by other people's folly, may in pity be allowed to swear and grumble a little, but a captious sceptic in love, a slave to fretfulness and whim, who has no difficulties but of his own creating, is a subject more fit for ridicule than compassion.
Exit.
I feel his reproaches, yet I would not change this too exquisite nicety for the gross content with which he tramples on the thorns of love. His engaging me in this duel has started an idea in my head, which I will instantly pursue. I'll use it as the touchstone of Julia's sincerity and disinterestedness. If her love prove pure and sterling ore, my name will rest on it with honour, and once I've stamped it there, I lay aside my doubts for ever. But if the dross of selfishness, the alloy of pride predominate, 'twill be best to leave her as a toy for some less cautious fool to sigh for.
Exit. End of Act 4. Act 5. Scene 1. Julia's dressing room. Julia discovered alone.
How this message has alarmed me! What dreadful accident can he mean? Why such charge to be alone? Oh, Falkland, How many unhappy moments, how many tears have you cost me?
Enter Falkland.
What means this? Why this caution, Falkland?
Alas, Julia, I am come to take a long farewell.
Heavens, what do you mean?
You see before you a wretch whose life is forfeited. Nay, start not. The infirmity of my temper has drawn all this misery on me. I left you fretful and passionate. An untoward accident drew me into a quarrel. The event is that I must fly this kingdom instantly. Oh, Julia, had I been so fortunate as to have called you mine entirely before this mischance had fallen on me, I should not so deeply dread my banishment.
My soul is oppressed with sorrow at the nature of your misfortune. Had these adverse circumstances arisen from a less fatal cause, I should have felt strong comfort in the thought that I could now chase from your bosom every doubt of the warm sincerity of my love. My heart has long known no other guardian. I now entrust my person to your honour. We will fly together. When safe from pursuit, my father's will may be fulfilled, and I receive a legal claim to be the partner of your sorrows and tenderest comforter. Then, on the bosom of your wedded Julia, you may lull your keen regret to slumbering, while virtuous love, with a cherub's hand, shall smooth the brow of upbraiding thought and pluck the thorn from compunction.
Oh, Julia, I am bankrupt in gratitude. But the time is so pressing, it calls on you for so hasty a resolution. Would you not wish some hours to weigh the advantages you forego, and what little compensation poor Falkland can make you, beside his solitary love?
I ask not a moment. No, Falkland, I have loved you for yourself, and if I now, more than ever, prize the solemn engagement which so long has pledged us to each other, it is because it leaves no room for hard aspersions on my fame, and puts the seal of duty to an act of love. But let us not linger. Perhaps this delay—
'Twill be better I should not venture out again till dark. Yet I am grieved to think what numberless distresses will press heavy on your gentle disposition.
Perhaps your fortune may be forfeited by this unhappy act. I know not whether 'tis so, but sure that alone can never make us unhappy. The little I have will be sufficient to support us, and exile never should be splendid.
Ay, but in such an abject state of life, my wounded pride, perhaps, may increase the natural fretfulness of my temper, till I become a rude, morose companion, beyond your patience to endure. Perhaps the recollection of a deed my conscience cannot justify may haunt me in such gloomy and unsocial fits that I shall hate the tenderness which would relieve me, break from your arms, and quarrel with your fondness.
If your thoughts should assume so unhappy a bent, you will the more want some mild and affectionate spirit to watch over and console you, one who, by bearing your infirmities with gentleness and resignation, may teach you so to bear the evils of your fortune.
Julia, I have proved you to the quick, and with this useless device I throw away all my doubts. How shall I plead to be forgiven this last unworthy effect of my restless, unsatisfied disposition?
Has no such disaster happened as you related?
I am ashamed to own that it was pretended. Yet, in pity, Julia, do not kill me with resenting a fault which never can be repeated. But sealing this once my pardon, let me tomorrow, in the face of heaven, receive my future guide and monitress, and expiate my past folly by years of tender adoration.
Hold, Falkland. That you are free from a crime, which I before feared to name, heaven knows how sincerely I rejoice. These are tears of thankfulness for that. But that your cruel doubts should have urged you to an imposition that has wrung my heart, gives me now a pang more keen than I can express.
By heavens, Julia!
Yet hear me. My father loved you, Falkland, and you preserved the life that tender parent gave me. In his presence I pledged my hand. joyfully pledged it, where before I had given my heart. When, soon after, I lost that parent, it seemed to me that Providence had, in Falkland, shown me whither to transfer without a pause my grateful duty as well as my affection. Hence I have been content to bear from you what pride and delicacy would have forbid me from another. I will not upbraid you by repeating how you have trifled with my sincerity.
I confess it all. Yet here,
after such a year of trial, I might have flattered myself that I should not have been insulted with a new probation of my sincerity, as cruel as unnecessary. I now see it is not in your nature to be content or confident in love. With this conviction, I never will be yours. While I had hopes that my persevering attention and unreproaching kindness might in time reform your temper, I should have been happy to have gained a dearer influence over you. But I will not furnish you with a licensed power to keep alive an incorrigible fault, at the expense of one who never would contend with you.
Nay, but Julia, by my soul and honour, if after this—
But one word more. As my faith has once been given to you, I never will barter it with another. I shall pray for your happiness with the truest sincerity, and the dearest blessing I can ask of heaven to send you will be to charm you from that unhappy temper which alone has prevented the performance of our solemn engagement. All I request of you is, that you will yourself reflect upon this infirmity, and when you number up the many true delights it has deprived you of, let it not be your least regret that it lost you the love of one who would have followed you in beggary through the world.
Exit.
She's gone. For ever. There was an awful resolution in her manner that riveted me to my place. Oh, fool! Dolt! Barbarian! Cursed as I am with more imperfections than my fellow wretches, kind fortune sent a heaven-gifted cherub to my aid, and, like a ruffian, I have driven her from my side. I must now haste to my appointment. Well, my mind is tuned for such a scene. I shall wish only to become a principal in it, and reverse the tale my cursed folly put me upon forging here. O love! Tormentor! Fiend! Whose influence, like the moon's, acting on men of dull souls, makes idiots of them, but meeting subtler spirits, betrays their course and urges sensibility to madness.
Exit. Enter Lydia and maid.
My mistress, ma'am, I know, was here just now. Perhaps she is only in the next room.
Exit.
Hey-ho! Though he has used me so, this fellow runs strangely in my head. I believe one lecture from my grave cousin will make me recall him.
Re-enter Julia.
Oh, Julia, I am come to you with such an appetite for consolation. Lud, child, what's the matter with you? You've been crying. I'll be hanged if that Falkland has not been tormenting you.
You mistake the cause of my uneasiness. Something has flurried me a little. Nothing that you can guess at.
Aside.
I would not accuse Falkland to a sister.
Ah, whatever vexations you may have, I can assure you mine surpass them. You know who Beverley proves to be.
I will now own to you, Lydia, that Mr. Falkland had before informed me of the whole affair. Had young Absolute been the person you took him for, I should not have accepted your confidence on the subject, without a serious endeavour to counteract your caprice.
So then, I see I have been deceived by everyone. But I don't care. I'll never have him.
Nay, Lydia.
Why is it not provoking? When I thought we were coming to the prettiest distress imaginable, to find myself made a mere Smithfield bargain of at last. There had I projected one of the most sentimental elopements, so becoming a disguise, so amiable a ladder of ropes, conscious moon, 4 horses, Scotch parson, with such surprise to Mrs. Malaprop, and such paragraphs in the newspapers. Oh, I shall die with disappointment.
I don't wonder at it.
Now, sad reverse! What have I to expect, but after a deal of flimsy preparation with a bishop's licence and my aunt's blessing, to go simpering up to the altar, or perhaps be cried 3 times in a country church, and have an unmannerly fat clerk ask the consent of every butcher in the parish to join John Absolute and Lydia Languish, spinster? Oh, that I should live to hear myself called spinster!
Melancholy indeed.
How mortifying, to remember the dear, delicious shifts I used to be put to gain half a minute's conversation with this fellow. How often have I stole forth in the coldest night in January, and found him in the garden, stuck like a dripping statue. There would he kneel to me in the snow, and sneeze and cough so pathetically. He shivered with cold, and I with apprehension. And while the freezing blast numbed our joints, how warmly would he press me to pity his flame, and glow with mutual ardour. Ah, Julia, that was something like being in love.
If I were in spirits, Lydia, I should chide you only by laughing heartily at you. But it suits more the situation of my mind at present, earnestly to entreat you not to let a man, who loves you with sincerity, suffer that unhappiness from your caprice, which I know too well caprice can inflict.
Oh, Lud, what has brought my aunt here?
Enter Mrs. Malaprop, Fag, and David.
So, here's fine work. Here's fine suicide, parricide, and simulation going on in the fields, and Sir Anthony not to be found to prevent the antistrophe.
For heaven's sake, madam, what's the meaning of this?
That gentleman can tell you. 'Twas he enveloped the affair to me.
Do, sir. Will you inform us?
Ma'am, I should hold myself very deficient in every requisite that forms the man of breeding, if I delayed a moment to give all the information in my power to a lady so deeply interested in the affair as you are.
But quick, sir!
True, madam, as you say, one should be quick in divulging matters of this nature, for should we be tedious, perhaps while we are flourishing on the subject, 2 or 3 lives may be lost.
Oh, patience! Do, mum, for heaven's sake, tell us what is the matter.
Why, murder's the matter, slaughter's the matter, killing's the matter, but he can tell you the perpendiculars.
Then prithee, sir, be brief.
Why then, ma'am, as to murder, I cannot take it upon me to say, and as to slaughter or manslaughter, that will be as the jury finds it.
But who, sir, who are engaged in this?
Faith, ma'am, one is a young gentleman whom I should be very sorry anything was to happen to. A very pretty behaved gentleman. We have lived much together, and always on terms.
But who is this? Who?
My master, ma'am, my master. I speak of my master.
Heavens! What? Captain Absolute?
Oh, to be sure. You're frightened now.
But who are with him, sir?
As to the rest, ma'am, this gentleman can inform you better than I.
Do speak, friend.
Look ye, my lady, by the mass, there's mischief going on. Folks don't used to meet for amusement with firearms, firelocks, fire engines, fire screens, fire office, and the devil knows what other crackers besides. This, my lady, I say, has an angry savour.
But who is there beside Captain Absolute, friend?
My poor master, under favour for mentioning him first. You know me, my lady, I am David, and my master, of course, is, or was, Squire Acres. Then comes Squire Falkland.
Do, ma'am, let us instantly endeavour to prevent mischief.
Oh, fie! It would be very inelegant in us. We should only participate things.
Ah, do, Mrs. Ant, save a few lines. They are desperately given, believe me. Above all, there is that bloodthirsty Philistine, Sir Lucius O'Trigger.
Sir Lucius O'Trigger? Oh, mercy! Have they drawn poor little dear Sir Lucius into the scrape? Why, how you stand, girl! You have no more feeling than one of the Derbyshire petrifactions.
What are we to do, madam?
Why, fly with the utmost felicity, to be sure, to prevent mischief. Here, friend, you can show us the place.
If you please, ma'am, I will conduct you. David, do you look for Sir Anthony?
Exit David.
Come, girls, this gentleman will exhort us. Come, sir, you're our envoy. Lead the way, and we'll proceed.
Not a step before the ladies for the world.
You're sure you know the spot?
I think I can find it, ma'am, and one good thing is we shall hear the report of the pistols as we draw near, so we can't well miss them. Never fear, ma'am, never fear.
Exeunt. He talking. Scene 2. The South Parade. Enter Captain Absolute, putting his sword under his greatcoat.
A sword seen in the streets of Bath would raise as great an alarm as a mad dog. How provoking this is in Falkland. Never punctual. I shall be obliged to go without him at last. Oh, the devil, here's Sir Anthony. How shall I escape him?
Muffles up his face and takes a circle to go off. Enter Sir Anthony Absolute.
How one may be deceived at a little distance. Only that I see he don't know me, I could have sworn that was Jack. Hey, gad life it is. Why, Jack, what are you afraid of, hey? Sure, I'm right. Why, Jack Absolute.
Really, sir, you have the advantage of me. I don't remember ever to have had the honour. My name is Saunderson, at your service.
Sir, I beg your pardon. I took you... Why, zounds it is. Stay. So, your humble servant, Mr. Saunderson. Why, you scoundrel, what tricks are you after now?
Oh, a joke, sir, a joke. I came here on purpose to look for you, sir.
You did? Well, I'm glad you were so lucky. But what are you muffled up so for? What's this for, eh?
'Tis cool, sir, isn't it? Rather chilly, somehow. But I shall be late. I have a particular engagement.
Stay. Why, I thought you were looking for me. Pray, Jack, where is you going?
Going, sir?
Aye, where are you going?
Where am I going?
You unmannerly puppy.
I was going, sir, to Lydia, sir, to Lydia, to make matters up if I could. And I was looking for you, sir, to
go with you, I suppose. Well, come along.
Oh, zounds! No, sir, not for the world. I wish to meet with you, sir, to you. You find it cool, I'm sure, sir. You'd better not stay out.
Cool? Not at all. Well, Jack, and what will you say to Lydia?
Oh, sir, beg her pardon, humour her, promise and vow, but I detain you, sir. Consider the cold air on your gout.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I'm in no hurry. Ah, Jack, you youngsters, when once you're wounded here...
Putting his hand to Captain Absolute's breast.
What the deuce have you got here?
Nothing, sir, nothing.
What's this? Here's something damned hard.
Oh, trinkets, sir, trinkets. A bauble for Lydia.
Now, let me see your taste.
Pulls his coat open. The sword falls.
Trinkets? A bauble for Lydia? Zounds, Sirrah, you're not going to cut her throat, are you?
I thought it would divert you, sir, though I didn't mean to tell you till afterwards.
You didn't? Yes, this is a very diverting trinket, truly.
Sir, I'll explain to you. You know, sir, Lydia is romantic, devilish romantic, and very absurd, of course. Now, sir, I intend, if she refuses to forgive me, to unsheath this sword and swear I'll fall upon its point and expire at her feet.
Fall upon a fiddlestick's end? Why, I suppose it's the very thing that would please her. Get along, you fool.
Well, sir, you shall hear of my success. You shall hear. Oh, Lydia, forgive me all this pointed steel, says I.
Oh, booby, stay away and welcome, says she. Get along and damn your trinkets.
Exit Captain Absolute. Enter David, running.
Stop him! Stop him! Murder! Thief! Fire! Stop fire! Stop fire! Oh, Sir Anthony, call! Bid him stop! Murder! Fire!
Fire? Murder? Where?
Oons, he's out of sight, and I'm out of breath for my part. Oh, Sir Anthony, why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you stop him?
Zounds, the fellow's mad. Stop whom? Stop Jack?
Aye, the captain, sir. There's murder and slaughter.
Murder?
Aye, Please you, Sir Anthony, there's all kinds of murder, all sorts of slaughter to be seen in the fields. There's fighting going on, sir, bloody sword and gun fighting.
Who are going to fight, Dunce?
Everybody that I know of, Sir Anthony. Everybody's going to fight. My poor master, Sir Lucius O'Trigger, your son, the captain.
Oh, the dog, I see his tricks. Do you know the place?
Kingsmead Fields.
You know the way?
Not an inch, but I'll call the mayor, aldermen, constables, churchwardens, and beadles. We can't be too many to part them.
Come along, give me your shoulder, we'll get assistance as we go. The lying villain! Well, I shall be in such a frenzy. So, this was the history of his trinkets. I'll bauble him.
Exeunt. Scene 3. Kingsmead Fields. Enter Sir Lucius O'Trigger and Acres with pistols.
By my valour! Then, Sir Lucius, 40 yards is a good distance. Odds, levels, and aims, I say it is a good distance.
Is it for muskets or small field pieces? Upon my conscience, Mr. Acres, you must leave those things to me. Stay now, I'll show you.
Measures paces along the stage.
There now, that is a very pretty distance, a pretty gentleman's distance.
Zounds! We might as well fight in a sentry box. I tell you, Sir Lucius, the farther he is off, the cooler I shall take my aim.
Faith, then I suppose you would aim at him best of all if he was out of sight.
No, Sir Lucius, but I should think 40 or 38 yards.
Pooh, pooh, nonsense. 3 or 4 feet between the mouths of your pistols is as good as a mile.
Odds bullets, no. By my valour, there is no merit in killing him so near. Do, my dear Sir Lucius, let me bring him down at a long shot. A long shot. Sir Lucius, if you love me.
Well, the gentleman's friend and I must settle that. But tell me now, Mr. Acres, in case of an accident, is there any little will or commission I could execute for you?
I am much obliged to you, Sir Lucius, but I don't understand.
Why, you may think there's no being shot at without a little risk, and if an unlucky bullet should carry a quietus with it, I say it will be no time then to be bothering you about family matters.
A quietus?
For instance now, if that should be the case, would you choose to be pickled and sent home, or would it be the same to you to lie here in the Abbey? I'm told there is a very snug lying in the Abbey.
Pickled? Snug lying in the Abbey? Odds tremors, Sir Lucius, don't talk so.
I suppose, Mr. Acres, you never were engaged in an affair of this kind before?
No, Sir Lucius, never before.
Ah, that's a pity. There's nothing like being used to a thing. Pray now, how would you receive the gentleman's shot?
Odds files, I've practised that. There, Sir Lucius, there.
Puts himself in an attitude.
A side front, hey? Odd, I'll make myself small enough. I'll stand edgeways.
Now you're quite out, for if you stand so when I take my aim.
Levelling at him.
Zounds, Sir Lucius, are you sure it's not cocked?
Never fear.
But, you don't know. It may go off of its own head.
Pooh, be easy. Well now, if I hit you in the body, my bullet has a double chance. For if it misses a vital part of your right side, 'twill be very hard if it don't succeed on the left.
A vital part?
But there, fix yourself so.
Placing him.
Let him see the broad side of your full front. There now a ball or two may pass clean through your body, and never do any harm at all.
Clean through me? A ball or two clean through me?
Ay, may they, and it is much the genteelest attitude into the bargain.
Look'ee, Sir Lucius, I'd just as lieve be shot in an awkward posture as a genteel one, so by my valour I will stand edgeways.
Looking at his watch.
Sure, they don't mean to disappoint us. Ha! No, faith, I think I see them coming.
Hey, what? Coming?
Aye, who are those yonder, getting over the stile?
There are 2 of them indeed. Well, let them come. Hey, Sir Lucius, we we won't run.
Run?
No, I say we won't run, by my valour.
What the devil's the matter with you?
Nothing, my dear friend, my dear Sir Lucius, but I don't feel quite so bold, somehow, as I did.
Oh, fie, consider your honour.
Aye, true, my honour. Do, Sir Lucius, edge in a word or two every now and then about my honour.
Well, here they're coming.
Sir Lucius, if I weren't with you, I should almost think I was afraid. If my valour should leave me, valour will come and go.
Then pray, keep it fast while you have it.
Sir Lucius, I doubt it is going. Yes, my valour is certainly going. It is sneaking off. I feel it oozing out as it were at the palms of my hands.
Your honour, here they are.
Oh, mercy, now that I was safe at Clod Hall, or could be shot before I was aware.
Enter Falkland and Captain Absolute.
Gentlemen, your most obedient... Ha? What, Captain Absolute? So I suppose, sir, you are come here just like myself to do a kind office first for your friend, then to proceed to business on your own account.
What? Jack? My dear Jack? My dear friend?
Harkee, Bob, Beverley's at hand.
Well, Mr. Acres, I don't blame your saluting the gentleman civilly.
To Falkland.
So, Mr. Beverley, if you'll choose your weapons, the captain and I will measure the ground.
My weapons, sir?
Od's life! Sir Lucius, I'm not going to fight Mr. Falkland. These are my particular friends.
What, sir? Did you not come here to fight Mr. Acres?
Not I. Upon my word, sir.
Well, now, that's mighty provoking. But I hope, Mr. Falkland, as there are three of us come on purpose for the game, you won't be so cantankerous as to spoil the party by sitting out.
Oh, pray, Falkland, fight to oblige Sir Lucius.
Nay, if Mr. Acres is so bent on the matter.
No, Mr. Falkland, I bear my disappointment like a Christian. Look'ee, Sir Lucius, there's no occasion at all for me to fight, and if it is the same to you, I'd as lieve let it alone.
Observe me, Mr. Acres. I must not be trifled with. You have certainly challenged somebody, and you came here to fight him. Now, if that gentleman is willing to represent him, I can't see for my soul why it isn't just the same thing.
Why, no, Sir Lucius, I tell you, 'tis one Beverley I've challenged. A fellow, you see, that dare not show his face. If he were here, I'd make him give up his pretensions directly.
Hold, Bob. Let me set you right. There is no such man as Beverley in this case. The person who assumed that name is before you, and, as his pretensions are the same in both characters, he is ready to support them in whatever way you please.
Well, this is lucky. Now you have an opportunity.
What? Quarrel with my dear friend Jack Absolute? Not if he were 50 Beverleys. Zounds, Sir Lucius, you would not have me so unnatural.
Upon my conscience, Mr. Acres, your valour has oozed away with a vengeance.
Not in the least. Odds backs and abettors. I'll be your second with all my heart. And if you should get a quietus, you may command me entirely. I'll get you snug lying in the abbey here, or pickle you, and send you over to Blunderbuss Hall, or anything of the kind, with the greatest pleasure.
Pooh, pooh, you are little better than a coward.
Mind, gentlemen, he calls me a coward. Coward was the word, by my valour.
Well, sir?
Look'ee, Sir Lucius, 'tisn't that I mind the word coward. Coward may be said in joke, but if you had called me a poltroon, odds daggers and balls.
Well, sir?
I should have thought you a very ill-bred man.
Pooh, you are beneath my notice.
Nay, Sir Lucius, you can't have a better second than my friend Acres. He is a most determined dog, called in the country Fighting Bob. He generally kills a man a week, don't you, Bob?
I? At home?
Well then, Captain, 'tis we must begin, so come out, my little counsellor.
Draws his sword.
And ask the gentleman whether he will resign the lady without forcing you to proceed against him.
Come on then, sir.
Draws.
Since you won't let it be an amicable suit, here's my reply.
Enter Sir Anthony Absolute, David, Mrs. Malaprop, Lydia, and Julia.
Knock 'em all down, sweet Sir Anthony. Knock down my master in particular, and bind his hands over to their good behaviour.
Put up, Jack, put up, or I shall be in a frenzy. How came you in a duel, sir?
Faith, sir, that gentleman can tell you better than I. 'Twas he called on me, and you know, sir, I serve his majesty.
Here's a pretty fellow. I catch him going to cut a man's throat, and he tells me he serves his majesty. Zounds, sirrah, then how durst you draw the king's sword against one of his subjects?
Sir, I tell you, that gentleman called me out without explaining his reasons.
Gad, sir, how came you to call my son out without explaining your reasons?
Your son, sir, insulted me in a manner which my honour could not brook.
Zounds, Jack, how dost you insult the gentleman in a manner which his honour could not brook?
Come, come, let's have no honour before ladies. Captain Absolute, come here. How could you intimidate us so? Here's Lydia has been terrified to death for you.
For fear I should be killed or escape, ma'am.
Nay, no delusions to the past. Lydia is convinced. Speak, child.
With your leave, ma'am, I must put in a word here. I believe I could interpret the young lady's silence. Now, mark.
What is it you mean, sir?
Come, come, Delia, we must be serious now. This is no time for trifling.
'Tis true, sir, and your reproof bids me offer this gentleman my hand, and solicit the return of his affections.
Oh, my little angel, say you so? Sir Lucius, I perceive there must be some mistake here, with regard to the affront which you affirm I have given you. I can only say that it could not have been intentional, and as you must be convinced that I should not fear to support a real injury, you shall now see that I am not ashamed to atone for an inadvertency. I ask your pardon. But for this lady, while honoured with her approbation, I will support my claim against any man whatever.
Well said, Jack, and I'll stand by you, my boy.
Mind, I give up all my claim. I make no pretensions to anything in the world, and if I can't get a wife without fighting for her, by my valour, I'll live a bachelor.
Captain, give me your hand. An affront handsomely acknowledged becomes an obligation. And as for the lady, if she chooses to deny her own handwriting here...
It takes out letters.
Oh, he will dissolve my mystery. Sir Lucius, perhaps there's some mistake. Perhaps I can illuminate.
Pray, old gentlewoman, don't interfere where you have no business. Miss Languish, are you my Delia or not?
Indeed, Sir Lucius, I am not.
Walks aside with Captain Absolute.
Sir Lucius O'Trigger, ungrateful as you are, I own the soft impeachment. Pardon my blushes, I am Delia.
You, Delia? Pooh, pooh, be easy.
Why, thou barbarous Vandyke, those letters are mine. When you are more sensible of my benignity, perhaps I may be brought to encourage your addresses.
Mrs. Malaprop, I'm extremely sensible of your condescension, and whether you or Lucy have put this trick on me, I'm equally beholden to you. And to show you I'm not ungrateful, Captain Absolute, since you have taken that lady from me, I'll give you my Delia into the bargain.
I am much obliged to you, Sir Lucius, but here's my friend Fighting Bob unprovided for.
Ha, little valour, here will you make your fortune?
Odds wrinkles, no. But give me your hand, Sir Lucius. Forget and forgive. But if ever I give you a chance of pickling me again, say Bob Acres is a dunce. That's all.
Come, Mrs. Malaprop, don't be cast down. You are in your bloom yet.
Oh, Sir Anthony, men are all barbarians.
All retire but Julia and Falkland. Aside.
He seems dejected and unhappy, not sullen. There was some foundation, however, for the tale he told me. O woman, how true should be your judgment when your resolution is so weak.
Julia! How can I sue for what I so little deserve? I dare not presume. Yet hope is the child of penitence.
Oh, Falkland, you have not been more faulty in your unkind treatment of me than I am now in wanting inclination to resent it. As my heart honestly bids me place my weakness to the account of love, I should be ungenerous not to admit the same plea for yours.
Now I shall be blessed indeed.
Coming forward.
What's going on here? So you have been quarrelling too, I warrant. Come, Julia, I never interfered before, but let me have a hand in the matter at last. All the faults I have ever seen in my friend Falkland seem to proceed from what he calls the delicacy and warmth of his affection for you. There, marry him directly, Julia. You'll find he'll mend surprisingly.
The rest come forward.
Come now, I hope there's no dissatisfied person but what is content, for as I have been disappointed myself, it will be very hard if I have not the satisfaction of seeing other people succeed better.
You are right, Sir Lucius. So, Jack, I wish you joy. Mr. Falkland the same. Ladies, come now. To show you I'm neither vexed nor angry, odds tabors and pipes, I'll order the fiddles in half an hour to the new rooms, and I insist on your all meeting me there.
Gad, sir, I like your spirit. And at night we single lads will drink a health to the young couples, and a husband to Mrs. Malaprop.
Our partners are stolen from us, Jack. I hope to be congratulated by each other. Yours for having checked in time the errors of an ill-directed imagination, which might have betrayed an innocent heart, and mine for having, by her gentleness and candour, reformed the unhappy temper of one who by it made wretched whom he loved most, and tortured the heart he ought to have adored.
Well, Jack, we have both tasted the bitters as well as the sweets of love, with this difference only, that you always prepare the bitter cup for yourself, while I
was always obliged to me for it, hey, Mr. Modesty? But come, no more of that. Our happiness is now as unalloyed as general.
Then let us study to preserve it so, and while hope pictures to us a flattering scene of future bliss, let us deny its pencil those colours which are too bright to be lasting. When hearts deserving happiness would unite their fortunes, virtue would crown them with an unfading garland of modest hurtless flowers. But ill-judging passion will force the gaudier rose into the wreath, whose thorn offends them when its leaves are dropped.
Exeunt omne. Epilogue.
Ladies, for you, I heard our poet say, he'd try to coax some moral from his play. One moral's plain, cried I, without more fuss. Man's social happiness all rests on us. Through all the drama, whether damned or not, love gilds the scene, and women guide the plot. From every rank obedience is our due. Do ye doubt? The world's great stage shall prove it true. The cit well skilled to shun domestic strife will sup abroad, but first he'll ask his wife. John Trot, his friend, for once will do the same, but then he'll just step home to tell his dame. The surly squire at noon resolves to rule, and half the day, zoons, madam is a fool. Convinced at night, the vanquished victor says, Ah, Kate, you women have such coaxing ways. The jolly toper chides each tardy blade, till reeling Bacchus calls on love for aid. Then with each toast he sees fair bumpers swim, and kisses Chloe on the sparkling brim. Nay, I have heard that statesmen, great and wise, will sometimes counsel with a lady's eyes. The servile suitors watch her various face, she smiles preferment, or she frowns disgrace, curtsies a pension here, there nods a place. Nor with less awe in scenes of humbler life is viewed the mistress, or is heard the wife. The poorest peasant of the poorest soil, the child of poverty and heir to toil, Early from radiant love's impartial light steals one small spark to cheer this world of night. Dear spark, that oft through winter's chilling woes is all the warmth his little cottage knows. The wandering tar, who not for years has pressed the widowed partner of his day of rest on the cold deck, far from her arms removed, still hums the ditty which his Susan loved. And while around the cadence rude is blown, the boatswain whistles in a softer tone. The soldier, fairly proud of wounds and toil, pants for the triumph of his Nancy's smile. But ere the battle should he list her cries, the lover trembles, and the hero dies. That heart by war and honour steeled to fear droops on a sigh, and sickens at a tear. But ye more cautious, ye nice judging few, who give to beauty only beauty's due, though friends to love, ye view with deep regret our conquests marred, our triumphs incomplete, till polished wit more lasting charms disclose, and judgment fix the darts which beauty throws. In female breasts did sense and merit rule, the lover's mind would ask no other school. Shamed into sense, the scholars of our eyes, our beaux from gallantry would soon be wise, would gladly light, their homage to improve, the lamp of knowledge at the torch of love.
End of Act 5 and end of The Rivals by Richard Brinsley Sheridan.